Hey, hey guys, what's up? I hope everyone is having a super amazing day. Let me just refresh my screen. Hey Alexis, what's up? Hey Lucy, hey Alexis, what's going on? Hey Sue, I added you to the wheel. Oh wait, sorry, I'm talking and I didn't do this. Let me just do this thing. Refresh it so I can see. I'm still monitoring on my phone. It's not a big deal, whatever. So I put the meditation music. So for those who don't know, I used to own a music studio, right? I was a musician for a large part of my life. I was a professional musician, woodwind doubler as a conservatory teacher, whatever. And I was also a master level hypnotherapist and a master level hypnotist. I was featured in the news for years. And then I stopped a lot of the stuff when I moved out to Vancouver. And in Vancouver, I opened up the music studio. And so I still record meditation music for you guys a little bit. I haven't done it in a while, but every once in a while I might record some meditation music for you guys. That one was a little from a while ago. I thought it was okay. I had a series of these sending love around the world kind of heart and meditations, but like whatever, man. Anything, it's really neat to put ourselves in a meditative state as we begin to get into the thing here, because on this particular channel at nighttime we guess the cards. And we haven't guessed the cards in a couple of days. Yesterday I did the horoscopes for you guys, and this morning I was looking at some basketball charts, some charts of LeBron James and another guy named Kevin Durant, some fairly prominent basketball players. And it was neat looking at their chart. It was neat looking at their chart. Listening to what you see. We do things a little differently here. Hey Sue. Oh, I'll pull it up in a sec, Sue. I think I have Bojo's chart right here, actually. Hey, we have to do Kakashi's chart, right? I missed him. I didn't realize I had his chart right here, but I think Bojo is under B. Oh no. Oh no, it's under J. Boris Johnson. Hey Sue, I have June 1964. Yes, 64 at 2 p.m. in New York. Yeah, I really do. Okay, I've got Bojo right here. Okay, let me put him on the list. One sec. Hey, Pisces Throw, yo Mike, what's up? So, what was I saying before I was mumbling around there? Okay, so Kakashi, we're going to do Kakashi's progress chart. Guys, we're going to do Kakashi first. And then we'll do Boris. And then we'll do Boris Johnson. So those are the two. I'll spin the wheel as well. But first, let's just chill out. Did everyone have a wonderful day? Is everything cool with everybody? Let me switch this to a type of chat that I can see. So, did everybody have a wonderful day? Is everything good with everybody? I'm slowly, after a couple of years, finally trying to get back into my routine, where at nighttime I do readings for you guys, and in the morning I do astrology stuff. Like I do the horoscopes twice a week for you guys. I'm supposed to do the horoscope 3 times a week, but I don't know that I'm going to be doing them 3 times a week, because I'll be doing them twice, and then I'm going to be doing more stuff like I did today. I used to look at we do predictive astrology, so I'll do that for you guys. But I can't do it every morning because I have to shoot other videos in the morning. Like I have to do the psychic stuff for you guys, shoot the psychic videos, how to become psychic with you guys, and I have a bunch of NLP or waking hypnosis language pattern videos I have to do for you guys, and it's all in my to-do list. I just haven't really had the time. But now that I'm settling into a schedule, it seems like I might be able to do that for you. On top of all of that, it depends. If you guys support the channel, then we'll do it. If not, we won't. So, on top of all of that, it looks like I'm going to be going back to Chicago on Friday. If everything here settles, I'll be back in Chicago for Friday, and then I'll be back in Toronto. I'm going to go stay in Chicago for a week and then come back. Just go check on SLC, make sure she's okay, make sure baby's okay, make sure my apartment's okay, make sure everything is cool in Chicago, and then I'm going to come back to Toronto because I want to come back before Mercury retrograde, and I want to come back before Mercury retrograde, and I have to get ready for other stuff that's happening. So, for example, like my astrology class is beginning the second week of October, so I kind of have to get ready for that. Plus, there's stuff in Toronto I might do. Maybe not. So that's the deal. So getting busy, but the schedule is coming back. On top of all of that, Hey Satan, what's up, playa? I hope you have an amazing day, man. Oh, hold on. Anyways, great to see you guys. Mike, what's up? Mike, what's the bad news? Hold on. All right, Sue. Oh wow, 3:30. Sorry, Sue. Hey, Sue, I was watching. I spend about 2 hours watching. Well, I kind of spend 2 hours every day sitting in the sitting room with my dad, because he sits in the sitting room and he watches TV and he relaxes and he unwinds. And so I spend about 2 hours with him, and that's what I do. I have dinner and then I hang out with him, and then I come down to do this. That's why I've been coming on a little late. Um, and when I come on early, like yesterday, it means I didn't really get a chance to spend time with him. So that's what I'm doing here because I have to go. Like I have to go to Chicago for a couple of days, and I'm not going to be here. But I think he's going to get stronger as the week progresses. Maybe, maybe not. Right? He's really not feeling well right now, but we'll see how it moves on. But Mama Sunshine's pretty tough, and as long as she's not put on any new medication, then she'll be able to handle things right now. But I have to come back because, like right away, because they're probably going to put her on some kind of medication at the end of the month or the beginning of the month. Or Mama Sunshine's sickness, let's call it a sickness. Mama Sunshine's, what she's going through, it usually gets adjusted during Mercury retrograde. And I've told you guys this before. When you talk about is he coming back or what's happening or certain questions that you guys have, you ask me, and I've told you guys about Mercury retrograde relationships, and she has a Mercury retrograde relationship with information regarding her illness and treatments, and the information usually arrives around Mercury retrograde. So we're right on schedule for that. And so as an astrologer, as a psychic, and I'm anticipating that that's when she's gonna probably get put on some other medications or some kind of thing is gonna happen to her. And so I have to be back for that. And so because then she's not gonna be able to take care of my dad. So that's my schedule that's happening. But as far as the sunny side is concerned, I'm just chugging along. I haven't received my Gufu long sleeve shirt yet. Papa Sunshine received his short sleeve shirt. And I received my hat, but I gave the hat to Scooter, and Scooter loves it as far as I know. But I haven't received my merchandise yet, and I want to get my merchandise before I go to Chicago. All right, that's the deal. All right, what's going on? Oh no, Mike, what happened? Oh no. Oh, thanks, Sue. Thanks, Sue. Oh yeah, so definitely, Sue. Sweet dreams. Just telling you telling you guys why I've been coming on late. Oh no, your dad passed away. That's horrible, Mike. Oh, Mike, that's horrible. Hey, Christine, what's up? Thank you, I appreciate that. Christy, sorry for calling you Christine. Christy, I think Christy's a long-time Sunnysider here, but I messed up your name. He's a Sag. Wow, he was only 66? Oh man, that's so young. What happened, Mike? Did he have a heart attack? Well, everybody has a heart attack, right? And so that's what happened, right? I'm telling you, I'm going through it right now. We're going through it right now over here, and we're going through a double dose of it. The thing is, in Canada we have, oh really? Oh my God, Mike, well that's a really bad one. That's a really bad one. Well, yeah, that's one of the ones, I don't really know, but I'm told that once it goes there, you're in a lot of trouble. And so, I'm really sorry to hear that. Oh man, yeah. The thing is, up in Canada though, the thing is, once you feel a little sickness like that coming on, you go to the doctor right away. And they should be able to treat you right away. Or in Canada, we have a lot of preventative tests. Like, while I was here, I went in for some of my tests, and I guess I'm pretty clean. Last time I was here, I went in for a bunch of tests as well. And so I think I'm okay. I don't know. No one said anything. But then, honestly, I think my doctor in Toronto, I kind of think he would rather be a surfer. I think my doctor would prefer to be a surfer. He took over from another doctor, like my long time family doctor. But that guy retired, and this young guy bought his practice because this young guy's parents are doctors who are super rich. So this guy, I think he wanted to be a pro surfer, but instead he became a doctor to make his parents happy. And so, but he's a really nice guy. He's great at signing forms. If you need a letter to go get a referral, he'll sign it. So, but I don't know that he's the greatest doctor in the world. But that's what we do, and we go right away. Tricky. Anyways, let's move on. Yeah, I don't want to say anything negative about anything, and I don't really want to dwell on anything, but like, that's what's going on. There's a lot of sickness going on. Oh, he had heart problems and liver. Hey, Gabrielle, what's up? I hope you're having an amazing day. I hope everything is cool with you. We're just talking about some of the guys. Well, that's what I find as well, Sue. Oftentimes it's not caught until it's too late, right? Mama Sunshine wasn't caught until it was really late, really late, and she can't go through any operations or anything. Like, while I'm back in Toronto, and so that's what's going on. It's pretty late for everybody, but you do the best while you can. I don't want to talk like that and say you do your best while you can, but we're in, like, trying to make the best of the situation. And I'll tell you what's going on over here. So first, my condolences go out to Pisces Throat, to Mike and his family, sincerely, obviously, and my condolences go out to to everybody. Over here, we are kind of past everything, sort of, and so we don't even look for good days or bad days anymore, right? There's no good days, there's no bad days anymore. There's no take things easy, and there's no patience, but there's also no impatience. There's no rush, but there's also no dilly-dallying, right? And we don't like fucking around here. We don't accept fucking around anymore, and the answer is do it. There's no questions, which is kind of how I've always liked to live my life, without questions, right? I live kind of in a yes and more kind of world. Like, instead of yes and no like some people live, or a lot of people are very no, I'm a very yes kind of thing. And if the answer is no, like, are you going over there? That's like a no, right? So instead of no, focusing on what you're not doing, I like to focus on the yes. So are you going, actually, instead of saying I'm not going over there, I like to say I'm going over there, or I'm staying here. I like to think in terms of active language and active intent. Hey, is the sky black or white? Fuck, I don't care. I really don't care. Or is there a situation where, like, are you going to do something, like they might say, are these, like, is this, like so anyways, language there are people who will fixate on the no, right? Like they might say, hey, Sonny, are you like Joe Schmo? And I will say, instead of saying, no, I'm not Joe Schmo, I will say, I am Sonny, because that's who I am, right? I am not everybody else. I am Sonny. But many people think in the negative, right? They think and they speak in the negative. Oh, that's not this, that's not. And in my brain, it's just slow. Just absolutely slow. And it's a waste. To me, it's kind of a waste of time, where you're focused on what things are not. Plus, guys don't think like that. Guys talk like that all the time. But when it comes to guys and women, guys don't think about what's not there. The guys fixate on what is there. So if you have nice legs, the guy will say, hey man, she's got nice legs, I dig her legs, and you'll focus on the legs. But for everything else they do, they tend to focus on the negative. Oh, that's not a Porsche. Well, who gives a fuck? Like, that's right, it's not. You're not this. Well, who gives a fuck? Why would you, there's a lot of things. Like, I'm not a basketball player, I don't give a fuck. So I like to focus on the positive. Anyways, I'm just telling you that. And not positive like good. I don't usually focus on the good. I usually focus on the positive as a direction, you know, forward thinking. Anyways, let's move on. So over here, what we do to get by, there is no, we're just enjoying the day. We have our routines, right? Mama Sunshine does her thing. Papa Sunshine does his thing. We go for a walk around between 4 and 5. And sometimes it's a little earlier, sometimes it's a little later, depending on what's going on in the day and how we feel. Um, and we just have our routines and we work everything around it. And like I said, we're well past good days and bad days, and we're not into happy or sad, and we're not into any of that. We're just we're just trying to enjoy the day. That's all we're doing. Um, you know, and they're interested in what I'm doing. Like they're interested in what I'm doing on the sunny side. They are very interested in where my career is going, and um, that's it. Like that's what we're doing here. We're not stressing about any kind of drama, and we do our best to keep the drama away. You know, because you realize when you're running out of days, you don't have a lot of time for all that bullshit that most people focus on. You know, like most people they spend most of their time in thought. Most people spend most of their time thinking about how the world views them or how they can control the narrative or how they can get some guy to like them. Most of the people spend most of their time figuring out how they can get the guy to like them, how they can get their friend to like them, or focus on what did they say wrong, right? Or what did they do, or how to manipulate this person so that they can get this, or how to pass a test, or some kind of shit like that. And which is all really easy. Like the answer is like lose the poverty thinking, and if the guy's a fucking dick in the head, then like go get someone else. Like poverty thinking is what's, you know, scarcity is what makes you hold on to. Scarcity is one of the things that make you hold on to things, and you guys fool yourselves by thinking, oh, it's an emotion, oh, I have to have that, oh, he's the only one, oh, it's my twin flame, oh, it's my fucking, like, you know, my super lifetime soul. Like, there's a tendency to think that, but the reality of the situation is 9 times out of 10 it's not. 9 times out of 10 you're going through a transit where all this lovey shit is stuck in your body and you're projecting it onto someone else. The 9th time out of 10, right, let's say 8 out of 10 times you're projecting bullshit, you're going through a transit. The 1 time out of 10, you might have an astrological thing, right? Like you might really kind of thing, because aside of the transit, you might actually have some kind of thing that's obsessing in the relationship, an astrological hook, let's say. And about, if you're lucky, like half a time out of 10, you'll find your twin flame or soulmate. And that's just the deal. But then again, to be quite honest and quite sincere, after seeing this for so many years, most people aren't mature enough to have a mature relationship. I mean, intellectually, are you guys cruising around at your age? Like if you're 30 years old, do you think like a 30-year-old? Like a well-oiled, experienced, 30-year-old experienced person who's a hardcore professional in your field? Like, are you a hardcore professional in your field? Are you like an adult, or are you like, is your body strong, is your mind strong, or are you like emotionally a teenager, like 12 years old? Because I'll tell you something, if you're cruising around saying you're an empath and you can't control it, then you're not like 30, then you're not an adult. You're emotionally not mature yet. It's so, just like physically, if your body is not mature, you're not mature yet. You can't say, anyways, it's whatever. And so, and same with intellectually, but you'll have to see more of my psychic videos for that kind of shit. So that's what's going on over here. Anyways, my condolences, Mike. I really don't know what to say. I hope everything is okay. Maybe. All right, sweet dreams, Sue. Sweet dreams. All right. Oh, well, there you go. Hey, thanks, Wing One. That's really sweet. Yeah, we're not the kind to be invested in misery. It's not really the thing. Um, and I'm the emotional one in the family. I'm the one who really holds on to a lot of that. Those guys, you know, they'll F you over really fast. I'm kind of the clingy one. I'm the kind of, believe it or not, I'm the clingy one in the family. The most of the family here are, you know, fire and air around here. I'm the last of the water signs in Casa Sunshine. It's just me and my sister who passed away a long time ago, and that's it. The rest is fire and air. Is this fire, fire and air, and it's really neat. But the what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Everybody knows they have a moody kid here. Everybody knows I'm moody. Whatever. It's really cute. Anyways, yeah, we don't really. It's not really. They don't. They wouldn't. The Mama and Papa Sunshine wouldn't let it fly. They don't like whine. They don't like. You can get it out. You have to vent, right? And they'll let you vent. But there's kind of a rule around here where if you're gonna vent, you better be prepared to do something about it. And that's the deal. They don't let you complain about the same thing for very long. And they will say, they will say, what are you going to do about it? They will help you find an answer. And they will put you in the car and drive you until you do something about it. They will take you right there and wait while you go do something about it. Like they knock, I swear to God, Mom and Papa Sunshine will do that. I don't know what kind of parents you guys are or the type of parents you guys had, but around here, I'm like that as well. If AJ was complaining for an extended period of time, I would put him in the car and I would say, let's go do something about this right now. And I do it all the time. I do it with the SLC all the time. All right, let's go do it right now. And that's the deal. That's the deal. And so when I see you guys complaining at length, I'm like, holy fuck, go do something. But like, I also understand, because I spent years as a hypnotherapist, I understand that many of you just can't do it. Like, I know you can't do it. I know you can't do it. But, so I have a different approach, actually. But around here, that's the approach. But that's not really what we're talking about. We're just saying, you know, sending our condolences to Mike, making sure he's okay, Pisces throw, making sure he's strong and he's cool in his game. All right, give me 1 second. I'm wearing a thick sweater here. I want to take this off and put another one on. All right, there we go. 1 foot in front of the other. Yeah. Well, that's the way it is. That's the way it is. Hey, Yosh, what's up? Hey, Yosh, it's really cute to see you with that little rainbow. It's really cute, Yosh. And Mike, that's from Navi gave me the rainbows. It's really cute. Okay, hold on. This sweater is really hot. It's actually a polar fleece, and it's summertime. So I'm going to switch this out with something else I might have. Give me 1 sec, and then we'll start the night. So far, we'll spin the wheel. We'll start with spinning the wheel. So if anyone wants to try and win a free reading tonight, then share the video. And share the video right now. Tell me you share the video, and I will put you on the wheel. Okay, here we go. So Pisces Throw knows exactly what I'm talking about. Because Mike's Cancer as well. He grew up with an Aries mom and Libra stepdad. Yeah, those are very aggressive guys, right? Like, they're competitive, aggressive, probably really nice people. But, like, you know, yeah, I get it. Yeah, it's really cute. We're the emotional ones. We're the moody ones. 1 sec. It's okay. They get it. Everybody gets it. I get it. Oh, man, it's funny. Holy smokes, this sweater is hot. Well, I'm a little stressed out. I didn't get my... Anyways, let's see what else. Let me just put this sweater on, and then we'll get back down to it. Actually, this isn't the video that's super important to share. It's actually... I want to get that basketball. But the basketball video I did today really wasn't that good. You got it, Mike. The basketball video I did today wasn't really the greatest video. My technique is a little off, but that's okay. Okay. All right, Mike, you're on the list. We need one more to spin the wheel. Actually, no one on the wheel is here. No one on the wheel is here. Right now I have SueJ on the wheel, and she just left, so I'll take her off. Dr. P is on the wheel, but she's not here yet. Ginger's on the wheel, and Pisces Tro are here. Oh my God. Give it a sec. Give it a sec. Let's drink some water. Let's get on. And in a sec, so the list is in the description box, guys. Oh man. What else is going on with you guys? Anything neat? All right, let's move on. All right, let's get down with it. Let's just. Well, I say fuck it. You can share. What? All right, I'll add you to the list. I'm going to leave Ginger on the list. I'm going to leave Ginger and Dr. P on the list. Even though they're not here, I'll just add them anyways. Because they're like always sharing, right? So we'll add them. I need one more to share. Or let's just spin the wheel and move on with it. All right, here we go. Actually, I'm going to put SLC on the list. Okay, so Dr. P, Ginger, Pisces, Tro, Gabrielle, and SLC. Hey, Empress, what's up? I hope you're having a wonderful day. TRU. All right, Empress, you're on the list as well. Maybe I'll wait a second. Oh, let's put Yoshi on the list as well. What the fuck? All right, here we go, here we go, here we go. Hey, Paige, what's up? I hope you're having a super amazing day. All right, we're going to spin. Here we go, spinning the wheel. Oh, hey, and Kakashi's coming up. So, whatever happens tonight, we're going to do a tarot. We're going to do a tarot reading. Then we're going to chill out, guess the cards, and then we're going to do the astrology stuff. I'm trying to do a thing where I do the readings in the order they come in, but for tonight, I'll do a little tarot and then astrology because we don't really have a lot going on here. All right, so let's switch it up and let's do our thing. Hey Jalen, what's up? I hope you're having an amazing night. I hope everything is cool. Hope you and Casey are good. Hey Jalen, what happened? Did you guys get past all that legal stuff? All the dog stuff and everything? Did you get past all that? That's just crazy, man. Alright. I hope it all works out. I'm a fan of pets, right? Obviously, but like I think it's just horrible. Alright, here we go, here we go. Spinning the wheel. Let's put this up here, switch this here. All right, all right, all right, all right. So I'm talking away and there's no sound. Oh man. Hey Kakashi, you're right there. Hey man, you're gonna be on the. You're gonna be up a little later. I got you guys. Audio's back. It kind of is psychic. You have to be psychic. All right, next. Waving at me's not working. Okay, whatever. All right. Well, whatever. You fuckers can pay for the horoscopes. I don't give a shit. Next, you guys can go watch some other motherfucker. I truly don't care. Next, so, let's just go spin the wheel. Well, the problem is, guys, I can't have the microphone and the sound on at the same time, or it's gonna feed back. But Empress is up. Let me put Empress in the description box, and we'll move on. I got you guys. I got you. So wheel is Empress, True Empress, and the time. Holy shit! Have I been just blah 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 for 42 minutes? The fuck is wrong with me? It takes forever. All right, Empress, you got it. Let's do it. Okay, so I guess I'll need you over here. So we're gonna do Empress, and then we're gonna guess the cards. I think it's pretty neat. Whatever. I'm not overly stressed out about it. Hey, Tian, what's up? Oh, we're just starting. You know, a little blah. Hey, Tian, Pisces Tarot. Mike's dad passed away, right? So we're sending our condolences to Pisces Tarot. And that's the deal. That's the deal. It's still one of those, kind of one of those days, right? It's all cool. We didn't do the, we couldn't go for our big walk today. We went for, we just went to Humbertown and back, you know? You're a woo guy. I like the sound on it as well. I don't always get the sound doesn't always come up first. Well, I guess it's, I have to adjust. I'm just bringing the light a little closer so I can stretch out my legs on the chair. All right, let's do it. Empress, you're up. Let's just read the cards and see what they say, and then we'll take a moment and guess the cards. All right, here we go, here we go, here we go. Hey, everybody, welcome back to the sunny side. Let's get down to some readings. If anybody wants a reading, there are, the tarot readings are $11.11. The astrology readings are $35. Blah, 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 blah. They're just stuff in the description box if you want to know what's going on. We're going to guess the cards after Empress. And if you want to become a member and get the cool emojis and stuff, and you can chat when I shoot the videos and stuff, then hit the link in the description box and get it done. All right, here we go. Yeah, I know, it's tough to say. He was young too. Hey, TN, Mike's dad is young. No, Pisces Tarot is Mike. Okay, his dad's young, was 66. That's younger than some of the people in the room right now. Holy smokes. It really is. It's younger than some of our Sunnysiders right here. Holy moly. All right, anyways, let's get on with it. Anyways, Mike, I don't know what to say. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go. First up, Empress. Empress, remember to subscribe to the channel. Like, drop in again, say what's up. If you have any questions, let me know. Whatever. I'm guessing you're probably a tarot reader as well. Whatever. Here, let's get everybody in the world is. Oh, you like the alien? Oh my goodness. The alien is cute. I'm trying to. I'm working on SLC's working on the emojis, and so some of them. And I put up some emojis. Some work, some don't work. We'll sort it out. We'll sort it out. Okay, here we go. And the Goofu one is cute. Okay, here we go, Empress. First up. Oh, look at that. Look at that, the Empress card. Oh my god, Empress. You have the Empress card. We're still using the Bonefire here on the computer. When I'm in Chicago next week, I'll pick up my Bonefire card. So when I get to Chicago in the weekend, I'm going to pick up some more tarot, pick up my cards. I might pick up, so I'm going to go to get my cards, right? But I also might, while I'm there, I might go to the store, right? The United States, like, stuff comes faster. I don't have to wait 100 days up in Canada. So I might get one of those, I have a number of different tarot decks that are, I'll explain it some other time. Let's just get down to it. Empress, you're up. First up is the Empress, straight up. So this card is Venus energy. This card I like to think of as mothering energy and very loving. Sometimes it foretells a birth, right? Like if you think about the Magician as the physical body, and then if you think of the Magician as the physical part, like the sperm meets the egg is the Magician, and then you see the High Priestess as your subconscious gets added to it, and then we have the birth between the High Priestess and the Empress, right? And so the Empress is a very motherly kind of person, very loving. It's pretty much, it kind of says birth, and it doesn't necessarily have to be like a human birth. You could give birth to a fucking ugly donkey. No, that's not what it means. I just say, hold on. There's nothing wrong if there are any ugly donkeys who watch this show. It's okay. I just say the Empress indicates this is the birth of Tarot. This is the birth, and it's a new beginning, and it's time to get out there, and it's loving, and it's blah blah blah, and you should attract quite a bit. It tends to. You're starting something very good. Next, hey, right on, Empress. Well, it's great to see you. It's very good to see you. Oh, it's 11:11. Time to make it. Rocktail, you see it right there. Rocktober. Hey, SLC. Oh, she's not watching the show. She made that one. You know she made that one. Okay, let's get down to it. 11:11 wish time. Oh my God, I have an 11:11 wish. But man, when I make these wishes out loud, they never come true. But I have a really solid 11:11 wish. I really do want it. I am working very hard towards it, and I hope it comes true. I think it's going to. All right, next. Hey, right on, Empress. All right, well, it's kind of ironic because the next card is the card of children. The next is getting ironic here. The 6 of Cups is the card of children. It's also taking it easy, right? Not taking it easy. It's not taking it easy. It's keeping things simple, innocent, and let me just find it here. I switched the cups around here. Innocent, simple. It's just keep it innocent and simple, right? Don't stress it out. You could be fairly nostalgic. You might be nostalgic right now. Anyways, Empress, let me get back to it. So this reading says it should be a very loving time, very creative, loving time with opportunities. It says you should keep it very simple, keep it honest, keep it pure. There might be children involved in the situation. Someone from your past might come back, not your recent past, but your very, very distant past might come back. So just keep it pretty chill. It's good. Like some people might say a new beginning is coming, but I don't really think a new beginning is coming. I think of this as just a pretty loving situation. Oh, Wing One, you're not an ugly donkey. There are no ugly donkeys here. And then we have Judgment card reversed. So it looks like you're gonna have to watch out for something. Hold on a second. Let me get the Judgment card here. So the Judgment card is like Judgment Day, right? It comes. So the Judgment card comes after the Sun card. So in the Sun card, you're born into the light of a beautiful new day. And when you're born, like you're reborn, you move on to the Judgment card. And in order to ascend in the Judgment card, you'll see in many tarot decks, there'll be these spirits there that are trying to ascend. And there'll be like an angel blowing a horn, like calling everyone up. Like Judgment Day is what's happening in this particular card. And so that's the deal. So anyways, whatever it is, this card's reversed, so you're probably not going to get it. So when this card's reversed, I say, so this card usually indicates Judgment Day, right? You've ascended, you're going to explain yourself, right? You're standing at the pearly gates, you're going to explain yourself, but this card is reversed, so it's unlikely that you're going to get a chance to explain yourself, and you might have to just keep it to yourself. But there doesn't seem to be any arguments or moving on in this particular reading. This reading looks like it's a peaceful reading, a happy reading, a reading of getting together with children, maybe keeping it peace and keeping it simple. There are some things that you apparently want to say. Maybe there's stuff you want to get off your chest, and you're probably not able to get it off your chest. Then we have the Ace of Cups reversed. So there's a possibility that you're emotionally right now, you might be looking for something else. Or the Ace of Cups is not necessarily looking for something else, but there's a possibility that something is coming into your life, and it may, it's probably halted right now, Empress. Seriously. Seriously. You may have met someone recently, or there's some kind of happiness that's supposed to be coming into your life, and it's being halted right now. So I doubt that you're pregnant, but like this is saying that although there's a lot of love and harmony in the background, although you should be able to move forward with things, and you should keep it very simple, you know, maybe you need some advice, maybe not. But the Ace of Cups is saying you're going to have a delay on this beginning that you're looking for. You're going to have a delay. And it's probably because your heart is not necessarily into the project or whatever it is you're doing, or the other person or the people that you meet, they might not have their heart necessarily into the situation. So just be careful as you move along. Holy shit, then we have the Father. So Emperor is the next card, it's the Father. So then the next card, anyways, Emperor is all about taking control of the situation. So Empress, in spite of all of this stuff, that I'm talking about, right, about, you know, maybe you're not going to get a chance to talk about it, some kind of new beginning, maybe you're going to meet somebody, maybe it doesn't say they're going to let you down, it says they're not ready yet, right? Ace of Cups reverse is not letting you down, it's not ready yet. So that's what's going on. And then the Emperor is definitely not reversed, so it says this is Aries energy, right? So you're supposed to take control of the situation. So if you want something, right, according to this reading here, if you want something, you're going to have to you're the one who's going to have to go for it. And I think you should. I don't see any reason in this why you shouldn't go for it. I don't see anyone standing in your way. I don't see anyone backstabbing you. I don't see anyone lying to you. I don't see that you have to go more than halfway. I don't see that it's not being reciprocated. I just see that it's slow to begin. Slow to begin, so you have to take control of the situation. And then, I think I smell a skunk outside the windows. That's kind of neat. I might go open the window a little bit. And then, da-na-na-na, so this card here, though, the Ten of Wands, really is carrying a burden for someone else. So although I was saying I didn't see any reason why I can't move ahead, or that someone else was being a bit of a problem, I'll tell you, this last card right here, the Ten of Wands, it really does mean carrying a burden for someone else. You're doing too much for the other person. See this? In many, many tarot decks, you'll see someone carrying 10 wands or 10 staffs, 10 staves up a hill. And that's what's going on. And so she's kind of doing it right here. But it means carrying the burden for someone else or doing the work for someone else. And this card is right side up. So it looks like you're being halted, this beginning that you're supposed to do, or this birth that's supposed to happen, or this project, or whatever it is that you want to do. It could be something as simple as taking a vacation. It doesn't have to be anything that intense. But the Ten of Wands is saying you're just doing too much for two people. Doing too much. There you go. There you go. You're doing too much for other people. There you go. Hey Audrey, what's up? I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope everything is good on the sales side. I hope you're selling all your jewelry and you're doing a great job with it. Make sure you contact some other Sunnysiders who might, because Audrey is I think she's doing multi-level marketing and selling jewelry. So Audrey is selling jewelry and stuff. Hey, no way, you're starting a new juice business. Hey, no way, you're ready to move forward. And you can feel it halting right now, right? Yeah, you can. You can. It'll move forward. Empress, it'll move forward soon. Oh, that's so cool. A juice business? That's really, really cool. Anyways, it's going to move forward in November. Don't worry about it. We're in this. Remember what I always say, right? It's in the, hey, Soul Spa, hope you're having a wonderful, did I do Virgo? Good question. So, so we're in, you know how I say there's a slingshot period? This is kind of a slingshot period, a little bit. So keep the feet moving, and then in, October, you should launch forward. Just keep in mind, in October, we're going to have Mars retrograde. And Mars retrograde is going to, you're going to go back and redo a lot of stuff. So it's okay. It's okay. And this sounds like something you're going to do. So Mars retrograde, we're going to go back and push through. And so that's the deal. All right, next. Let's take a meal. I just looked at a Groupon thing, just came up on my phone. 11-course Japanese meal. I don't think I'd be going to one of those. I used to eat sushi almost every day. All right, next. Hey, Beast, what's up? I hope you're having a super amazing day. Hope everything is cool with everybody. All right, you guys ready? Shall we guess the cards and then get down to the astrology? We're not doing horoscopes right now, guys. Who said that? Who's the one who said, do we do Virgo yet? Soul Spa, that's funny. Soul Spa, the horoscopes were yesterday. The horoscopes were yesterday. If you want, I will get you the link right now. Here we go. One sec. Okay, one sec. Everything is slow. All right, one sec. I like doing that. I like doing the readings of celebrities and stuff, guys. It's a lot of fun. Here's this thing. I'll do that. And then I'm going to delete this because that's too much that's open. That's a little problematic. If you're looking for the horoscopes are right here. Those are the horoscopes right here. We are doing tarot and astrology readings is what we're doing. Tarot and astrology readings. And right now, we're guessing we're going to guess what tarot cards are coming up. We're a psychic here. We're guessing the cards. So that's what we're doing right now. But welcome to the sunny side. Hopefully you could figure it out. You can tell. Hopefully you can tell the difference. Anyways, hopefully you can figure it out. But if you can't figure it out, you got to ask. It's okay. Or you could read the title, but or you could just assume things and try and run a soul spa without listening to anybody. What else? I don't give a shit. All right, guys, let's do it. Yeah, Wing One, I love doing the, it's fun doing the horoscopes. It really was long yesterday. It really took a long time. Hey, Kakashi, we're going to read your chart next, right? So we're going to guess the cards, then we're going to do your chart. Kakashi has a progressed chart coming up. 4 of Cups, the Wheel, the Lovers. All right, let me get SLC to choose. Hold on. All right, SLC is going to guess. What else are you guys guessing? Did Sue guess? I don't know. Helby says 5 of Cups. I think 5 of Cups is okay. 5 of Cups is okay. The 5 of Cups is okay. And then we have, so what am I going to say? Kakashi says 4 of Cups, right? Like daydreaming, whatever. Thinking about the future. The Wheel, right? Very lucky. The Lovers, Gemini energy. Pisces says the Tower card. Yeah. Crashing down. 9 of Swords, right? Bad dreams. Death card, definitely. 5 of Cups, upset, definitely. That's cool, Wing One. Let us know. Queen of Wands is definitely a thing. Yeah, Queen of Wands is definitely, hey, Soul Spot, Queen of Wands is definitely a thing. Maybe Queen of Wands is going to come up. That's a good guess. What am I going to say? Oh, shit, I have this right in front of me. TN says the Lovers, the Star, King of Wands, Two of Wands. Pretty good. Pretty good. All right, here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Helby says Death and Empress. Right on. SLC says the Tower. Oh my god, SLC says the Tower. B says Death and Empress. Oh my god, Mike says the Tower. Oh, you guys are hoping for some negatives. Not hoping, but you guys are predicting some really hard, tough stuff, right? Wing One says Lovers, Magician. That chick that wants to hate on you. What? He's like, what? Some chick wants to hate on you. Alright, next. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, let's move on. You know what I'll do in a second? I'll show you guys a little thing about reading the tarot cards, because oh no, we'll move on and then I'll show you about reading the tarot cards, because I think a lot of you guys are fixated on some, I think a bunch of you guys have been memorizing the beginner's tarot deck is what I think. You know that deck that has the meanings on the front and the meanings reversed? I'm getting a feeling that you guys memorized those cards and you didn't actually learn the other. I think that's what you did. But I'll explain how certain things work right after we pick the cards. From my perspective here, anyways. She's a Capricorn. All right. Do you really think that as well, Hellbeast? You guys think some bad mojo is coming, right? Oh, man. All right. Let me pull it up. What am I going to guess? Oh, first let's put the timestamp. What do I think? I don't really think bad mojo is coming. I'm kind of a little tired and spaced out a little bit tonight, to be honest with you. But I'm not angry with anyone or anything, and I don't really care either. I'm just getting on with things, you know, not stressing it out. Hey, Denise. Hey, Denise. Sorry about your dad. You know, I hope, you know, sorry about your dad. I think that, is that your dad or is it just Mike's dad? Sorry about your dad, Denise. All right. The devil. All right, next. All right, next. So let's go. Let's do our thing, and then we'll explain it all to you. All right, so I think, I'm going to keep shuffling the cards, right? But I think, well, I usually take a long time to think, and then I might not get it. It's a long time to think for not getting it. Two of... Well, I think we're in the moon card. I think the moon card. Judgment? Alright, the moon card, Judgment. That's just bad. I don't believe in my guesses. I don't believe in my guesses tonight. I don't have a lot of faith in it. Usually it's supposed to be my first guess, right? That's the one that seems to come up. But I didn't really think about that. I was doing something. So I'll say Judgment in the moon. I feel like the moon, but I don't feel like Judgment. But Judgment was in my head. So Judgment, and let's just move on. Judgment, the moon, Four of Wands for no particular reason, because it kind of popped into my head. Eight of Wands, but I don't really want to do that. Let's just say the Four of Wands. And maybe, not the Four of Wands. Let's say the Five of Wands. Okay, Moon card, Judgment, Five of Wands. You know, everybody doing their thing to move on. And Four of Swords. Four of Swords. Here we go. Audrey, pick the cards, man. Chariot, Boaz, and Joaquin. Pillars. There are no pillars. There are no pillars cards. What are you guys talking about? All right, next. I know, Denise. I know. Okay, let's go. Whoops. Me too. I thought pretty. Okay, you already got what I guessed. I'm cutting the deck. All right. Here we go. What did I say? Five of wands, and 4 of swords, right? Okay, let's bring this up. 5 of wands, 4 of swords, the moon card, and here we go, guys. Cross your fingers. We have a new shooter. We have a new spinner. Why is that red? Okay. All right, here we go. The moon is wonderful. And Yoshi guesses the page of wands. All right, here we go. First up. Yeah, I got the moon card. Definitely. That's usually SLC's card, but I picked the moon tonight. The moon, judgment, but I don't believe in judgment. I think because we're confused, right? There's confusion going on here. Patience, confusion. All right, here we go. First up. Boom. Shit. All right. The Hermit card reversed, guys. Bummer. Whatever. Whatever. All right, the Hermit card reversed, guys. So maybe you guys aren't... So seclusion, right? Maybe forced seclusion. There are some things you guys have to figure out, and you're not figuring it out. You know, the Hebrew glyph is... Can't remember what the Hebrew glyph is. It's not palm. That's the world card. The Hebrew glyph is... Anyways, it's about figuring out how to do things on your own. Oh, it's Yod. It's finger of God. So a hand of God. So the Hermit card, you know, it says you're supposed to take some time and figure out a way out of this, figure out a path. But the Hermit card's actually reversed. So that, whoops, crap. The Hermit card's actually reversed. So you're probably not going to, you guys aren't going to either figure, you're either not going to figure it out, or you're going to be forced into seclusion, or whatever it is, you're not getting a chance to take a time to figure it out. Hey, Navi, what's up? I hope you're having a beautiful day. You see yourself as the Hermit? Me a little bit as well. Next, 3 of Swords. Ay. Oh, wow. Did you guys say 3 of Swords? Well, this is it. Here we go. The Hermit reversed. 3 of Swords. Maybe you got... For 3 of Swords is heartbreak, right? Hey, Jazz. I hope you're having a super beautiful day. I hope everything is cool with you. So... 3 of Swords is next. We're just guessing the cards, guys. If you want, we could guess a little later as well. We're going to guess the cards, and then I'll show you a little tarot trick here. And then we have a couple of astrology things. We have to do Kakashi's charts here. This thing in one hand. Doing this in one hand is brutal, guys. I'm just saying. Because, all right, well, I got to hold the cards anyways. So the 3 of Swords is straight up. To me, this looks like heartbreak. This looks like heartbreak and seclusion, guys. You know, 3 of Swords, card of heartbreak. I'll explain it in a second. And the Hermit is reversed. So you know, it's your forced seclusion. So it's your seclusion and heartbreak. Next, boom, Queen of Swords reversed. I think you guys say that. Yeah, I didn't want to say anything like that. Yeah, well, I don't know what to say. Queen of Swords, watch your words, right? Watch your words. Watch out for being offensive. You're going to have to say nice things to yourself. You're going to turn inwards on yourself. Try and watch your words, guys. Try and stay positive with your words, positive with your actions. This is not an action card. This is a thinking card. Try to avoid negative thoughts. There's a strong possibility, if you're looking at this, that maybe there's a big argument happening. But it doesn't necessarily mean an argument. But maybe the Queen of Swords in this particular situation, it means you're not... Like, it's consistent with what's coming up tonight. It's saying you're not going to get the cards are saying you're not going to get a chance to say what you want to say, right? That's like the Judgment card already came up tonight. The Queen of Swords reversed tonight. You know, the Heartbreak card is here. You're not going to get a chance. The Hermit card, right? You're not going to get a chance to do it again. And so whatever's happening, guys, it looks like there's some negative energy going on. And it appears as if you're not going to be able to communicate anything out of it. So watch out. Watch out. Then we have the 9 of Wands reversed. The Nine of Wands indicates a little bit of a rest at the end. In some card decks, it's a rest, a little bit of a rest. But you do, in all of the cards, you have a little bit of a fight before you get to the end of the journey. So it looks like there's a little bump in the road. I think you guys have a little bit more to go. And this kind of lines up with the astrology. You have a little bit left to do before you can actually get to your thing. The thing is not really coming until October, guys. Just keep that in mind. Right now, you have to keep doing it, and then, you know, everything is going to move forward in October. Kakashi, did you say that? Did you say Nine of Wands? All right, next. Denise says the Empress card. All right, next. 2 more. I'm not even close. I'm not even close. I don't see how the Moon card could come up now. Okay, so next, boom, Page of Cups. So this is a card of children. It's not a card of children, but it's childlike energy. So maybe, I don't see how you're going to have a new sense of emotional youth. It looks like everyone's going to have this. Well, I'm telling you guys are going to have to keep it simple. In spite of all of this, there's major heartbreak coming on. You're not going to get the nice words happening to everybody. Hey, Dr. P. Hellbeast went with the 5 of Wands. I went with the 5 of Wands too. And then so, anyways, the Page of Cups is like, what are you going to do, guys? You know, I like to think right now that there's a, this this looks like there's some kind of situation that is clearly causing problems with people, right? The 3 of Swords is in the background. There's problems happening with people. There's a little bit more that you have to do. And I think you guys are just going to have to go through it. Like this it's an emotional beginning, right? You guys are going to be a little bit whatever. I'm not really doing a good job interpreting the deck for you guys, am I? I'm kind of like spaced out looking at this and stressing it all out inside of my head. That's all right, Lisa. One more. Here we go. And I don't know. Maybe we'll guess the cards after the astrology again. One more. Here we go. And maybe we'll be in a better scene there. And finally, I know what card this is. Do you guys see it? This is the card I bent. Do you guys see that? This card is bent right here. You see, I don't like to shuffle the cards like that because we break the cards. Anyways, this is the Queen of something, right? Yeah, this is the Queen of Coins. Fuck! It's reversed. Queen of Coins reversed. Fuck. Looking at the other card's not going to help you, Sonny. Yes, it does. It always helps. Oh, fuck. I'm not even close. Let me cut the deck and see if I would have got anything. No. No. Okay, whatever. So I'm off. So, all right, next. Queen of Coins is finally the last card. And you got to watch out for this. Queen of Coins is reversed. Money's going to be problematic, guys. So just take it easy and chill out. There we go. Queen of Coins reversed. You're going to end up paying for yourself. Watch out. You're going to have to support yourself financially right now. You're not going to get the money that you were hoping for. All right, next. I want to show you guys something. Oh, shit. Everybody hold on. I'm pushing the wrong button here on the computer. I'm pushing some kind of hide button. I'm not pushing the right thing. Let's just leave that right there. Your fiance cut his finger. Oh, that's horrible. Let me show you guys something about reading the tarot cards. So, I'm going to put this down for a second. I just want to show you guys some stuff. So, there are a lot of tarot decks out now. Let me just explain something. There are a lot of tarot decks out now that have the meanings printed on the cards. And when you turn it around, it'll say how it means reversed. And it'll have the number. It might have a yes, no. It might have, you know, an astrological association with it. But one of the things that most of you should know right now is a lot of the card has to do with the deck you're using, and different decks have a slightly different interpretation to the meaning of it, depending on the deck. It's why I say things like, I say things like, like I just said. So for example, I'll say things like, and you guys should start saying things like this. If you want to be taken seriously, you should be, like, by guys, you should start to say this and really expand yourself. Saying, in the Ten of Wands, in many decks, there is someone carrying 10 wands up a hill. And then go on to explain what that means, what carrying 10 wands up a hill means. In this deck, it doesn't. And in the deck that I showed you earlier, it doesn't either. And the guy's being sort of hit over with 10 wands, 10 clubs. Furthermore, I'll show you something else that's pretty interesting. Let me just put the cards away here. So in addition to this, right, in addition to that, if we pull this up, just to show you guys something here, in the Rider-Waite deck, so in this deck, in the bone, oh, this is the wrong deck card. In the Bonefire deck, you guys, so anyways, you guys should learn this. In the Bonefire deck, this particular card right here, oh, no way, Mike, you're showing everybody the beginner's tarot, right? Very cool. So, in the Bonefire deck, this is the card of meditation. It's the Four of Swords. She's very clearly meditating. But in the Rider-Waite deck, I think it's the Rider-Waite deck, this card means vigilance. There's someone lying on a, like there's like a knight or a saint or something lying in a chapel in front of a stained glass window with like swords, right? There are 4 swords there. And in that situation, it means stay vigilant. But this card is not stay vigilant. This card means meditation, but it's the same card. So, and in other cards, like in this particular deck, the Four of Swords, looks like this. I just so happen to have it up right here. And so in this deck, the Four of Swords looks like this. And this is a guy sleeping on his swords. And this, you know, leans a little bit towards vigilance as well. So that's the deal. But that doesn't mean anything, right? Because there are lots of different definitions by different artists, which is why we use different tarot cards. You know, because different guys lean towards different parts of the story or different parts of words. But the way I read tarot is like this. And I'll do the swords for you guys, and then I'll just do a couple of the swords, and then I'll move on, and then we'll go to the astrology stuff. So if we get to a situation here, which ones are we going to, I want to do the swords because I'm talking about it. So we first get to the Two of Swords. So watch this. The Two of Swords indicates that you're making a decision has to be made. Right? Whether you want to make the decision or not, it's the number 2, right? So, and it's ideas, right? It's Libra energy, Libra's indecisive, whatever. This card generally indicates a decision has to be made. Whether you want to make a decision on a person or a relationship, a decision on a job offer, a decision on information, like whatever, a decision on should you get a pet, like this is the Two of Swords about making a decision, and it's a non-emotional decision. The blindfolds are on. In most of these decks, if they're a blindfold, she should be wearing a blindfold, indicating that, you know, the decision has to be made. You guys ready? So after this decision is made, you guys ready? Because the swords are quite negative. So after the decision is made, you move on to the next card is the Three of Swords. And the Three of Swords is a sort of card of heartbreak. Not because it's heartbreak or, oh my God, let's memorize this fucking word. It's from the Two of Swords in the story, what's going on is you have to make a decision, and the Three of Swords means the decision went bad. Someone let you down. So you can imagine in the Two of Swords, you had to choose between 2 people, let's say. Choose between 2 different guys. And then the guy you chose didn't work out. He let you down. Or choose between 2 jobs, and the job you chose didn't work out. Or whatever it is, when you get to the Three of Swords, it doesn't work out. Before we move on, let's talk about reversals. So in energy, you're moving from, in the story, the 2 to the 3. So if the 3 is here, and the 3 still means it doesn't work out, right? It doesn't work out, or not. It means someone let you down, or it's not working out. And so if it's reversed, you kind of have to go backwards and make that decision again. You guys seeing that? The 2 of Swords, you're making your decision. 3 of Swords doesn't work out. Someone let you down. Someone broke your heart. And if it's right side up, you're kind of moving on to the next one. If it's reversed, you have to go back and change your mind. You know, you have to go back and revisit your description there. So after the 3 of Swords, we get to the 4 of Swords. And so after someone lets you down, right, the 3 of Swords, someone really lets you down, we move on to the 4 of Swords. And the 4 of Swords, if the card's right side up, and you have that like a rider weight kind of thing, where the knight or the saint is there, and he has to be vigilant. Or we have this one right here. It means you have to make peace with your decisions, right? So, whoops. In the 3 of Swords, someone lets you, In the 3 of Swords, someone lets you down. And then moving on, the 4 of Swords, right? You can look at it and you have to make, so again, you have to make peace with your decisions. It's already done. They've already let you down, right? It's already like you're either going to move forward with it or you're not. You're either going to do it or you're not. They're either going to dump you, but it's your decision from the 2, right? The 2 leads you to the 3, and the 3, after this, you get to the 4, and you have to chill the fuck out, right? 4 of Swords, chill the fuck out. It's also the end of the it's also the end of the Libra energy. And now you're moving on to, it's the cardinal air moving on to the fixed air. So from the Libra energy, you're moving on to the Aquarius energy in the 5. And the 5s are always pretty rough. All right, so here it is. Someone let you down. You have to make peace with your decisions, peace with everybody. You got to figure it out, stick to your guns, be vigilant, take a break, sleep, rest on it. There's nothing you can do. Right? There's not really anything you can do. And then we move on from the 4 of Swords, and we're switching signs, right? We're moving on, we're switching signs. And then we get to this situation, we have the 5 of Swords. And the 5 of Swords is like, holy shit, this motherfucker has gone crazy, right? You're resting on it, you're looking it down. The 3 of Swords is your life. So, you know, someone really let you down. So the 2, you made a decision, they let you down. You got to make peace with your decisions, 4 of Swords. And then the 5 of Swords, that motherfucker that either let you down somehow, or you, or whatever, has gone fucking mental bananas, and they're fighting everybody. You got it? They're like fucking around and fighting everybody. Now what happens? What happens in life? This is not that fucking complicated. 3 of Swords, someone lets you down. You're like, okay, fuck, I'll deal with it. And then the 5 of Swords, the motherfucker goes crazy. So what happens in life when you give somebody a chance, they fuck you over, you give them another chance, and they go total ass fuck hell on you, right? So then we get the 5 of Swords, and what happens? Like, what happens? Like, what happens if someone is fucking trying to kick you in the balls every time you say hello? Well, then you get the 6 of Swords. From 5, you go on to the 6, and the 6 of Swords is the card of fucking off, right? The 5 of Swords, the guy is being a dick. You gave the guy a chance. You made peace with all your bullshit. You're like, all right, I did it. He's an asshole. Fuck, whatever. 5 of Swords, guy's a dick. And then you move on to the 6 of Swords, and it's like, all right, well, I got to get the fuck out of Dodge because this 5 of Swords motherfucker is on a fucking rampage. I'm going to 6 of Swords my ass the fuck out of here and try not to rock the fucking boat on the way out because this guy's fucking mental. If this card is reversed, then you can't leave. You're stuck, and you got to go back and deal with the motherfucker. Pretty simple. It's not really that complicated. And this is how you. This is how I learned tarot. And I think this is, if you learn tarot like this, you're gonna like always know it. Anyways, after 6 comes what? Does anybody know? After 6, it comes 7. God, you're such an arrogant motherfucker, Sonny. Yeah, well, I'm trying to explain some obvious shit to people. After 6 comes the 7. Right, so you take off, you get the fuck out of Dodge, and so 5, 6, 7 is all Aquarius energy, right? The first decan of Aquarius is like sticking up for someone, fighting everybody. Some asshole wants to scrap. Then the Six of Swords, you need to fuck off. And then the Seven of Swords, someone is trying to fuck you over. Right? There's some kind of sneaky behind the shit scene. Some kind of sneaky behind the scenes shit is happening. Are you guys seeing? Do you guys understand why I sort of start to think of, I've been thinking of swords as relationship cards, even though swords aren't relationship cards, it's ideas. But then again, you guys think the moon is your emotions when it's your subconscious, but whatever. And so this is what's going on. And this is Aquarius right here. And then we're going to go to mutable in a sec. But that's what's going on. You have to get the fuck out of town. And these guys are playing total dong. They're trying to fuck you over. Seven of Swords, someone's trying to sneaky shit your game. And they're not letting you move on. Seven of Swords doesn't let you move on. And then from the 7, here we go. 8, 9, 10. The 8 of Swords. Alright, well this guy, 7 of Swords, is guys being sneaky behind the scenes and stealing from you. And obviously, if someone is being sneaky and behind the scenes and fucking you over, the 8 of Swords says you don't see it. The 8 of Swords says you don't see this 7 of Swords bullshit happening. Just like we have over here, we have the 5 of Swords, which is someone is being a motherfucker, and you have to get the fuck out of town. 6 of Swords. You get the fuck out of town, and some motherfucker tries to do some bullshit to you, and the 8 of Swords says, you're not going to see that bullshit coming. But you guys aren't, without your gifts, and that takes us to the 9 of Swords. And the 9 of Swords is premonitions. So you don't consciously see it in the 8 of Swords. You don't see the danger all around you. But in the 9 of Swords, you can absolutely feel it and figure it out. All right? So the 8 of Swords, some kind of danger is coming you where you don't see it. The 9 of Swords is premonition. And finally, that takes us to the 10 of Swords. Someone comes along and stabs you the fuck good night. And there we go. I don't see why this is complicated. I don't really see why this is so complicated, right? And someone is going to come and fuck you over sideways. And so that's how it works, and that's how it works. It's pretty simple, really. It's not, well, the major arcana and the minor arcana is pretty simple. Sometimes when we get to the court cards, like the princes and all that stuff, it gets a little bit more complicated, but it's not really complicated. It's just, it's a different type of energy. They can represent actual people, right? So anyways, this is something you guys should understand the energy. Like, I don't know, do whatever the fuck you want. It's an interesting one, though. It's kind of fun. You guys want to do another one? They're really fun. You want to do cups? So, cups is lame. What about another one? What about coins? Sorry guys, I put the new deck in here, and the new deck is kind of backwards from the other deck. Like I changed the words on the pictures so to make it easier, but I kind of complicated myself. Or we'll do it another day. Anyways, that's the deal with that. You should, take some time. Here, I'll do a little bit of wands. A little bit of wands. Watch this. So the 2 of wands indicates opportunities, right? This is a really confusing one. Wands in this deck is really confusing. So you might want to use wands down here. So instead of the Bonefire deck, let's use the Marchese deck. And wands looks like this. So in the 2 of wands, right here, you have some opportunities, right? Like you have some legitimate choices in the 2 of wands. And whatever you do is probably going to work out. So you do your thing and you do your thing, right? And then you get to the 3 of wands. So after you do the 2 of wands, which is opportunities, you get to the 3 of wands, which is waiting, right? You did all the shit, you did all your shit, and now you're waiting. You did it, you're waiting. Options, wait. You gotta wait for the shit to happen. Alright, so 3 of wands, you're waiting for your shit to happen. Okay, whatever, la 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 la. And then you get to the 4 of wands. Alright, the fucking thing happened. Alright, it happened. Alright, let's do it. Alright, let's go. Time to move on. Time to move on. The final decan of Aries, time to move on. You've waited, you're waited, you're waited. 4 of wands, let's fucking go, right? The end of Aries, let's fucking go. Then we're going to get to, all right, so the 4 of wands, it's time to get on with things, right? Oh, no, it depends. It depends on what's, no, Mike, you're right. It depends on the spread, right? There's another thing. It does depend on the spread. Because the spread will hone meanings in, right? Like it says what you ask it to say. Like, I'll say it again. The cards say what you ask it to say, what you ask them to say. And what you're asking them to say depends on their position in the spread. If you're using, say, the Celtic cross spread, like, this is you, this is what crosses you, this is your fucking wang hanging out in the sun, this is some kind of dog wants to bite your fucking leg when you cross the street, and this is your chick being fucking you over every second she gets, right? It says what's going on. This is a little, anyways, neither here, but you're right. It changes a little bit. What you're focusing on is going to change. Anyways, the Four of Wands is get the fuck on with it, right? Three of Wands is waiting. Four of Wands is to get the fuck on. It's the end of Aries. It's time to fucking move. And then we get the Five of Wands. All right, so we got on with it. All right, so we're getting on with it. Everybody's doing their fucking thing. So from here, the Four of Wands is like, all right, let's do it. Okay, let's do it. Motherfucker, let's go. So Three of Wands. Okay, I'm waiting. Four of Wands. All right, let's fucking go. The door is open. All right, let's fucking go. Actually, in my original tarot deck, it was Four Wands with roses on it. It was really pretty. But that was a long time ago deck. And my cards were like really, it was different. It was a learning deck. All right, and then we get the Five of Wands. Like, let's go. Like, everybody, let's go. Okay, you got to do this. 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 And fucking we're all going to rendezvous later. You guys got that? That's the Five of Wands. Four of Wands. Everybody ready? Let's fucking go. Five of Wands. All right, you go. You go. You go. Everybody fucking go do your thing. And then we get from five, we get to the Six of Wands. Victory. All right, we fucking did it. We absolutely fucking did it. All right, Six of Wands, we did it. All this five, this hard work, running around, everybody doing their shit. It came to the Six of Wands, you fucking did it. Congratulations, guys, you made it to the fucking promised land. But it's not that easy. So after you succeed, then you get the Seven of Wands. And I like to say the Sevens of Hold things. And this means you have to defend yourself now. So you're like working towards something. In the Six of Wands, you achieve it. And in the Seven of Wands, you have to defend your actions. All right, you took the castle. Now what? All right, you got the girl's phone number. Now what? You're gonna she's gonna, what the fuck are you gonna do next? And everybody wants to know, right? So you're gonna go out with the girl. All right, well the next day you got to talk to your friends. That's the Seven of Wands. You got to fucking defend yourself. Then after the Seven of Wands, we get to the Eight of Wands. So you defend yourself. So what happens? After you defend yourself, you're good to go, right? You're done. You defended yourself. You defended your thesis. You have your PhD. Now what, right? Well, what's going on? You finished it. You won the crown. You stopped the thing. What are you guys doing? And then we go, oh, it's definitely hard to stay at the top. It's definitely, and then we have the Eight of Wands, which is, all right, let's get the fuck going. Everybody's cool. We defended ourselves. We won. Let's raise our army. Let's get our army, and let's fucking go do our thing. Now we're all going to do it. We're all on the same page here. In the Five of Wands, you guys aren't doing the same thing. It's like he's doing this, he's doing this, he's doing this, he's doing this. Then you're victorious. And then the Seven of Wands, you have to defend yourself. And the Eight of Wands, is everybody's now marching towards it, right? You're done. You're marching towards it. There we go. That's it. It's pretty simple. And then the Nine of Wands, you're almost there, right? Nine of Wands, oh my God. I'm getting tired. I'm burning out. Nine of Wands, you're almost there. You're almost there. You're almost there. Time to take a break. You're almost there. A little bump in the road. You have a little bit farther to go. All right, whatever. And then we get to the Ten of Wands. Someone obviously fucks up. Someone obviously falls the fuck down, and you have to take care of them. You got to you got to carry them as well. They're not going to make it. And there you go. There's the Wands. All right, let's go do some astrology. Fuck, I just lost fucking interest. I got to say, man, some of the questions I get are so, I try and explain, but I ran out of steam. I ran out of steam. But I'm telling you guys, if you learn energy and motion, I don't know how the fuck you guys could talk about energy and new age shit and spirituality and kumbaya and go do some fucking kombucha up the wall. I don't know how the fuck you guys could talk. You don't have a basic understanding of. But it's all fine. It's all fine. We're learning it all together. And I don't have a basic understanding of a lot of other stuff. So like whatever, right? We're all in this. We are all in this together. I'm just grouchy and arrogant. But that's the deal. That's the deal. And so then you apply your vast lexicon of English vocabulary to these events that are happening within the story. But if you learn tarot like the way I just explained it, you're going to always remember it. And as you move along, so once you know the story and you know the direction of the energy, once you know that, then you start applying things like details. Like you start applying, like, what do the acorns mean? What do the owls mean? We don't have owls in Rider Waite as far as that, but like some of these guys added different symbols to the cards, right? What do the I don't know what the colors mean. I know what the black and white tile means. I very much know what the pillars mean. And then you add symbolism as you go along, because there's a lot. And different artists add different symbols and they take some away. They focus on different things. And, you add the symbolism, you add this. And I like to say things, and I like to look at it with several, just like we do astrology, right? Like astrology, I'm looking at two different types of astrology at the same time. In the tarot, I think you should look at it from, don't forget what you already know, right? If you spend like 6 months memorizing a particular deck, don't throw that out the window. Use that information. So if you learned on the Rider Waite deck and the Four of Swords is vigilance, and then you move over to, say, a softer deck like the Bonefire, and instead of vigilance, it's meditation, then keep vigilance in mind. Remember that. Remember that you're like, all right, well, this says you're going to have to take a break, figure it out, but stick to your goals. Like, and there's some weird, that's whatever, do whatever the fuck you want. Let's go do some astrology. I give up. Kombucha is good. The problem with kombucha is that I keep shaking it. So kombucha, there's always some kind of residue at the bottom of kombucha. I forget that it's carbonated all the time. And like almost every single time I go to drink kombucha, I shake it up. Why? Like, do I have this wrong? Like, is this thing that I'm drinking called kombucha not kombucha? Is kombucha that I get at, there's this health food store in Islington that we get it down at Islington and north of the, like south of, I don't know, Norseman, right? It's over there. And they, I shake it up because it's got shit on the bottom. So I always forget. But whatever, man. All right, let's move on. Anyways, that's a heads up, guys. So I'm not teaching any tarot classes. I'm not in the mood for any kind of fucking headaches. But I'm telling you guys, if you learn, I've been saying this for a million years. If you learn the story, you're going to understand. There's a story, and the cards are part of the story. But you should learn both. You should learn the cards, and you should learn everything around it. Spend a lot of time learning the symbols. I'll tell you one more thing. In the Royal Arch, I've seen so many of these symbols and so many of these pictures in my casual walking through different temples. Like I've just seen them. I'm like, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? And they're not usually on display in the temple per se, but they're usually displayed. Because remember, when I used to visit lodges all the time, I'm not walking through the temples because most of the temples are fucking locked. So like, but when I go in, I'm gonna go attend a meeting, and in the different meetings, different lodges have their regalia is slightly different for some reason. And again, I have traveled around the world to do these different things, and the regalia is a little different. But I'm sitting there, and I'm seeing these symbols again. And there are some guys in there, a lot more knowledgeable about this, believe it or not, a lot more knowledgeable about these things than me. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh, what the fuck am I looking at? And they really know what the fuck's going on. So like, just a heads up on that. But then again, my gift is I read things in motion for them. Just a heads up for that. It's pretty interesting. I think it's interesting. I don't know that you guys think it's interesting, but I really do think it's interesting. It's pretty scary actually. Some of the guys really have a real grasp of some of the things they see. Not me. I'm just still in awe of it. And I'm learning as we go along. Alright, next. Kakashi's up. Alright, I didn't get any cards right. That sucks. Kakashi is up, and then we're going to look at Bojo. If anyone wants a reading, you know how to do it. Just hit the PayPal thing in the description box, and we will cruise through. So Kakashi is going to get a progressed reading here. And we're going to show you guys a couple of things with the progressed readings. Just my 2 cents. I thought I would show you guys that because I really don't think you guys are seeing that. But it doesn't really matter if you do or not. It doesn't matter if you do or not. But what does matter, if you're going to read a card, you know, if you're going to read a... Fuck! If you're going to read a card, you should... You know, I have a fine arts background, and I have a lot of respect for artists, right? And I like to see, one of the things I like to do is read the books and see the different artists' take on the cards, right? Like this is the Marchese book. I like to, you know, I like to see what these different guys are saying about the cards. Same when I got SLC her deck. You know, the Divine Moon Tarot. I made damn sure I got the special copy of the original hardcover book that came with it. And it's kind of sold separately. It's a big book, and he describes how he came up with the images and how he's different things for his child, and he was making pictures for his kid, and how he described how he came about to the images. I like that stuff, right? And I like that stuff. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you guys. Then, you know, maybe you guys like rough sex. Fuck, I don't know. So I don't know. Fuck, who knows? Alright, Kakashi's up. I've given up. I've completely given up. And let's go on to some readings here. Kakashi's going to do his progress chart. So this is not Kakashi's progress chart. This is his chart. 1 second, I'm going to save this chart in case I lose it. And then we'll do Boris Johnson. We'll do Bojo as well. Okay, so let me just show you something before we begin. Normally when we look at these kind of charts, the progress chart, I take his inner chart and then I put the progress on the outside, and you're going to see the rotation of the chart. Now there are 2 things that that we here like to use the progress chart for. And I'm not saying anything weird or anything. On one hand, in astrology, we want to see how the progressed planets, right on the outside, how the progressed planets line up with the inner planets. That way, we know about timing certain things in your life. Like you use your progress chart to time certain things, like to find a season of love. And you'll just see that right now, Kakashi's Venus is retrograde, so love is probably a little sucky bananas, or love might be coming from the past for Kakashi. You know, lovers from the past, going back over it, or maybe he's having trouble getting paid, or maybe he's having love problems for the next little while. Having Venus retrograde in your progressive chart is a little tricky. But then again, it's at 27 degrees, and it's not really interacting with too much in his chart. Maybe it's making an aspect to Neptune, which is pretty cool, right? Although that's sort of an inconjunct to Neptune. So I made it to Uranus. That's an inconjunct to Neptune over there, but that's all right. Right? It's making an aspect to Neptune. Neptune's retrograde. Venus is retrograde. This could mean it could mean, although it's not really that accurate. I mean, and Venus is retrograde, Neptune's retrograde, but Venus progressed, making an aspect to Neptune, that could indicate a fairly good time for love. Like this could indicate something, except that it's retrograde. I wouldn't say that it's good for love right now. I'd say that his love life sucks. So, but I would say more other than that, he'd have to watch out for, make sure that he gets paid. In addition to that, is this a good time for love for Kakashi? Not really. I think last year might have been an interesting year actually for his love life. But anyways, that's the deal with this thing. I don't really want to go on too much about it, but we would do things like, I would do things in as an astrologer, like I would look for when Venus is going to make an aspect to the sun, or when the sun is going to make an aspect to Venus, looking for your seasons of love. I might look for when Mars is going to make an aspect to the sun and cause some maybe aggression in your life, or maybe Mars is going to make a negative aspect to Saturn per se. You know, there are a lot of different things that can happen in your progress chart that we look at to see what's going on. And some people really specialize in it, and they say things like, if like Kakashi's progressed Mercury is retrograde, right? So his Venus and his Mercury are retrograde. That would indicate he's going to have communication and love problems for the next little while. He's progressed into a situation where they're going to be, where people don't understand him anymore, and maybe his rapport is off a little bit. But I'm telling you, if this Venus backs up, if it progresses backwards to 21 degrees, which is highly possible, then Kakashi is going to have a major, major, major season of love. Major. Like, we're talking major player kind of love style here. But not yet. Okay, not yet. So, anyways, that's how they do it. If there's a Mercury is a problem, as this is right here, although Mercury's not really progressing into anything screwy, like Mercury's not making any mental kind of situations over there with Neptune, so that could indicate mental health problems, right? But he doesn't really, I'm saying if there are problems with Mercury, you could have mental health problems at a certain age in your life. Maybe if there's a problem with the moon, you might have moon and Mercury, you might have like suicidal tendencies. You might grow into these things. And there are astrologers who focus on progressed charts just like this moving forward. Holy shit. Let me just make sure. Did I turn the sound on? Okay, we've got sound. Okay. Oh, man. And I'm sitting right in front of the thing. Fuck, Sonny. You guys aren't even seeing what I'm doing. Okay, up it goes. Up it goes. But when I do this, I can't see it. Fuck. Hold on. Oh, this is too small. All right, we'll do it like this. It's too small. Okay, but I have to see it. What the fuck? All right, whatever. Anyways, that's one of the ways we use the progress chart, and many, many people, or like not many, like actually not a lot, but some astrologers really focus on the progress chart and what's going to happen in your life. All right, next. But that's not what you guys are asking me for, right? And I usually use it for a season of love thing. You guys are asking for this. Whoops, not that. You guys, fudge. You guys are asking for this. You guys want to know who I am, who you are right now, who you've grown into. And so for that, we're going to look at, we're not going to look at this. We're going to look at these two charts. We're going to look at how things have changed. Oh, this should be interesting. So let's see how this plays out. All right, so here we go. Let's open this up a little bit. I hope you guys can see this. I'm going to check in a second. All right, good enough. Not good enough. So, all right, so this is Kakashi's natal chart right here, right? He's a Taurus. He's a Taurus, right? And he's a Taurus rising in his progress chart, and in his sorry, I'm saying it backwards. In his natal chart, he's a Taurus. Sorry, fuck, what's wrong with me? In his natal chart, he's a Taurus rising, and progressed, he is a Gemini rising. Did you guys see that? Holy shit, this is getting really. It's not supposed to be that complicated, but I'm saying it backwards. Let me see. Are you guys getting what I'm saying? Or am I just totally out to lunch tonight? I might be out to lunch tonight. What the fuck? Hey, Kakashi, right up. No way. Tien, you have the Masonic Tarot? That's very cool. I didn't even know about that. That's very cool. Sweet dreams, Gabrielle. Have a wonderful night. I didn't even know about that. I didn't know there was a Masonic Tarot deck. That's really cool. It's really cool. What are you guys talking about? Well, I just wanted to share that something. You swirl it around and turn it upside down. No, I totally shake it, man. I totally shake the kombucha. I totally shake it. Alright, whatever. Alright, you guys can see this, right? I'm sitting in front of it. Shit, this doesn't work, right? What if I make it smaller like this? Oh, it's not gonna work, right? You guys can't see this? Fuck. Alright, forget it. Let's move on. So, okay, here we go. Everybody chill out. So this is Kakashi's natal chart. We'll leave it right here like this. And this is the progress chart. And in the progress chart, we'll take a picture of it so I can scribble on it. It's right there. Alright, does this work for anybody? Okay, first up. Holy fuck. This, I know, man. Well, we're having, where the fuck? I guess I'm all over the place tonight. I guess it's one of those nights. Alright, here we go. Kakashi is up, starting the timer. There we're gonna go. Let's do it. Alright, here we go. So first up, on the left, right here on this big chart behind my head, fuck this. This is not working. Where is my other thing? Oh, let's do this. Let's do this. All right, so here we go. So originally, this is Kakashi's original chart. So he's originally a Taurus, Taurus rising. Okay, but he's progressed. Can you guys see the progress chart? But he's progressed into a Gemini, right? He's moved from a Taurus into a Gemini, Gemini rising. There we go. Now his chart's changed a little bit. So this means he's gone from being, so at the beginning of his life, for the first 20 years of Kakashi's life, because his sun is at 10 degrees Taurus, his sun moved from 10 degrees Taurus all the way to 5 degrees Gemini. So just knowing that, I would guess that Kakashi's around 25 years old. Maybe, I think he's older than that, 22, 26, 22 plus 4 is 6. He's about 26 years old. And so, there you go. Well, there you go. Pretty close, Sonny. And so, anyways, so instead of being, so he shouldn't be as stubborn as he used to be. I'm just finding, sorry guys, I'm mumbling and stuttering here because there's a way to describe it. And I have to line my action up. I'm trying to say what he used to be and what he has progressed into. So he used to be a Taurus. Taurus rising. Very late Taurus rising. And so he's gone, and his Venus was over here in the first house. And so he's gone from being very stubborn, right? He used to be stubborn, possessive, and he used to appear stubborn and appear possessive. But now he's progressed. His sun has progressed into Gemini, so he's more curious. He's still reclusive, right? Like the sun is still in the 12th house, and the sun is in the 12th house. Mars is in the 12th house, and now Mercury is retrograde all the way back into the 12th house as well. So there you go. So now instead of Mercury being on the ascendant and Kakashi's always thinking about himself and thinking about the way he looks and the way he appears to everyone, right? That's in his natal chart. He's always thinking about himself, thinking about the way he looks, thinking about how he appears, how he should sign his name, how he should dress, thinking about all of that. Instead of all of that, all of his thinking now is a little different. His Mercury's retrograde, so he might be have problems communicating now. Whereas, so he might have problems communicating because Mercury is progressed behind his Sun and conjunct his Mars. He might be Kakashi might be more secretive now. He gets misunderstood more often. He's definitely more curious right now. And his Mercury is progressed to Taurus, no less. His Mercury was, oh no, his Mercury's still in Taurus. Anyways, it's retrograde in Taurus, conjunct Mars. So he might have some very aggressive thoughts. There might be there's still sneaking around behind the scenes. His Mars is still stifled in Taurus. So his Mars was in Aries, right? 12th house Aries. So his Mars was aggressive and it was very strong. His life force energy, his ability to do things. Actually, the Sun is your life force energy, but his Mars is his ability to do things. His energy was very Aries. He would have been very aggressive when he was younger, but now with Mars in Taurus and Venus and Mercury pretty close to that Mars, he's probably not as aggressive. Well, he's probably aggressive, but not as competitive as he used to be. Aries is very competitive. This particular Mars is more of a possessive Mars. So although the Sun is no longer in Taurus, there's still a lot of Taurus energy because Mars is there. Now on the negative side, before he might have felt very competitive and very get out there and do it. But now with the Mars conjunct Taurus, he might feel blocked, right? Blocked, or his energy, he can't really do things, right? He's a little controlled when he does things. Or maybe he's more steady and measured when he does things instead of running all over the place right now. So on one hand, he's probably slowed down quite a bit, but at the same time, his moon has gone from Taurus, like his sun has gone from Taurus and moving slow to Gemini, which is actually kind of social, but it's still in the 12th house, so it still indicates he's a bit reclusive. Next, Venus, which was in the first house, causing all of this love and awesomeness. Like Venus in the first house, people are really good looking. They tend to be entrepreneurs. People always like them. People are always giving them stuff. They can be a sex symbol. You could be a model. You know, lots of good stuff for Venus in the first house. Having said all of that, though, Venus is now retrograde in his chart. And a retrograde Venus in the first house is going to give facial blemishes. So Kakashi probably is getting a lot of pimples in the last couple of years. Or his money, which is supposed to come off his looks, his money isn't as good right now. So there are progressed into two little problems here. Mercury's retrograde is now causing communication problems, and Venus retrograde is now causing money problems for him. And so he will grow out of this, but right now he has grown into, so instead of being Taurus-y, he has all more Gemini kind of things, but ask questions, run around. It's good, except that it's not as steady and it's not as tangible right now. So Kakashi might have become a little bit more flighty, so to speak. Neither here nor there. A little bit more flighty. Now his moon, which used to be in Libra, right? Kakashi's moon used to be in Libra in the 5th house. This is a very, 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 very romantic moon. It's also an argumentative moon, right? And it likes to debate. And there is a thing in his chart where he's born with the moon opposite Saturn, right? So he's always, he probably wants to do certain things, but he probably always has other people hold him back. Like in his natal chart, other people are always holding him back. Like he wants to be romantic. He might love kids. He likes balance. He likes fair play. He likes, he likes to debate. But he likes to debate. His Venus is in Gemini, man. The guy likes to debate. Kakashi is a really smart guy. Really smart, probably really good looking guy. But that Venus opposite Saturn, it can make other people want to control the things that he says, or control the things that he thinks, or control the things that he feels. And as such, even though he likes to be romantic and likes to play, that Saturn kind of locks it down a little bit. Now, having said all of that, he's gone from a balance and fair play and a debating kind of Libra moon, to a very analytical and very critical kind of moon. Not critical like a Virgo rising kind of thing, or like a Virgo energy or a Virgo south node. I have a Virgo south node. No, I don't. I have a Leo south node. What the fuck is wrong with me? Why did SLC keep saying I have a Virgo thing? She has a Virgo south node. SLC, because I have 6th house energy. I'm very critical, 6th house energy. Scorpio in the 6th house. I'm highly critical. And I'm probably going to get prostate cancer. Whatever. Scorpio in the 6th house. Anyways, or wind breathing problems, right? Because the moon is there. But anyways, water in the lungs, right? Moon is there. Anyways, for Kakashi, his moon is in Virgo. So he's become very critical, and he's, moreover than that, it's the moon. So it's internal. So he's probably become very self-critical. So instead of being very balanced and beautiful and fair play and looks really good all the time, has a major beautiful aesthetic, I'll tell you guys something. SLC was a model, right, for the longest time, and she had her Venus in the 1st house and her moon in the 5th house in Libra, right? She has some of these placements. She has Venus in the 1st house in Gemini, and she has her moon in the 5th house in Libra. So I know this thing pretty well. But for Kakashi, it's progressed, and his moon is not in Libra anymore. It's in a very nervous situation, which is Virgo. So watch out for it. You know, you're going to be a little critical. It's okay. Not really that bad of a thing. All right, next. What else do you need to know? Pluto's not really going to go very far, right? It's a very slow planet. It's not going to move that far in a couple of years. Jupiter is over in Capricorn. Jupiter might have moved a little bit. No, Jupiter is still in Capricorn. See that? Jupiter was at 17 degrees, and now it's at 16 degrees. Neptune was at 27 degrees. It's still at 27 degrees. Uranus was at 4 degrees. It's still at 4 degrees. These guys right here move very, very slowly, right? So, you know, take it all with a grain of salt. Saturn probably didn't move much either. Saturn is at 2 degrees, and over here, Saturn's at 5 degrees. So it's progressed a little deeper into Aries, which is all fine. And then we have the planets that are moving a little faster, right? The nodes aren't really going to change much, right? The nodes are Libra and Aries, so they're not going to change. And then Mars is at 28 degrees Aries, and Mars is now in Taurus. So there you go. Now, having said all of that, let's just take a minute and read the chart for what we have, and then we'll move forward with everything. This is pretty neat, actually. So right now, Kakashi has progressed into a Gemini, so he's probably a lot more curious right now. He probably is seeking more answers. He might move around a lot more than he used to. Although, you know, I want to say that, but his Mars used to be in Aries. His Mars was very aggressive and very competitive. And his Sun was in Taurus, in the 12th house. That's not a guy, that's a reclusive guy. That's a guy who likes to hang out, you know, in the background and chill out. And so that hasn't changed, right? He still likes to hang out in the background. What's changed is, instead of just sitting there and being Taurusy and possessive and maybe eating all the time, it's in Gemini. So he's very curious now. So if you enter into his wheelhouse, or you go meet him in the backyard, he's going to hang out with you, and he's going to talk for a while, and he's going to chill out. On the negative side, Mercury's retrograde now, so communication is going to be a problem. Definitely a problem. People are gossiping about him all the time. He has to watch out for that. And Venus is retrograde. So although Venus is still in the 1st house, it's, you know, he's probably not making the money off his looks like he's supposed to, or people aren't falling for him like they're supposed to, or something is going on in your progressed chart where there are a number of planets that are going to stifle the energy for a little section of your life. Now, this is not to be confused with Vedic astrology when they call it the Namvasha. Not the Namvashas, but the not the Namvasha. We do that. The other thing. The oh fuck, I can't remember what it's called. It's fuck. Okay, I can't remember what it's called. But in these little parts of life, it's not one of the, I'm not talking about that kind of thing. I'm just talking about this. Anyways, as you're cruising through, right, as your energy has changed a little bit, so you're no longer a Taurus-y sun, you're a Gemini sun, but at the same time, so that's going to make you faster, but at the same time, you were used to be an Aries Mars, which is really fast, and you've progressed to a Taurus Mars, which is really slow. And so Aries Mars, you used to be very competitive. Now you have Taurus Mars, which means you are, instead of being competitive, you're very possessive right now, which is all right. Everything is cool, you know. And instead of, I think your Mercury, you know, your Mercury's always been in Taurus, but instead of thinking about yourself all the time with Mercury right on your ascendant, you're probably keeping a lot of ideas to yourself, and you're less inclined to get out there and share your ideas right now. And that's how your charts progressed. All of this stuff is in the same spot, more or less, right? All of this stuff is in the same spot, more or less. This is in the same. You're still going to date anybody you want, right? The North Node is in the 5th house, and Chiron is there. You'll still have lots of dates if you want dates. The dates are probably going to go bad because of that Venus is retrograde, but so what? You don't have to have a good date every time you go out. You just got to go do your thing. And that's the deal, Kakashi. That's what's going on with your chart. So on one hand, you're less competitive and less aggressive. You're also less argumentative, significantly less argumentative. But you're more curious, way more curious, way, you know, although the Mercury is kind of in a not very talkative situation. Your Mercury is not a very your Mercury is not very talkative right now. Anyways, whatever. Aside of that, your Venus, your Mercury is not very talkative right now, and your Venus is not really good for love right now. But that's the deal. On the plus side, you know, with Venus retrograde Venus in, you know, Gemini, that's a little bit of a same-sex kind of relationship. So if you're looking for a same-sex kind of relationship, or you and someone else would like to have the same sex with someone else at the same time, that's very good. Retrograde Venus in Gemini is very good for same-sex relationships. Very, very good for that. Just a heads up on that. Moon is progressed into Virgo, so you're probably more highly and significantly more critical right now. Now, having said all of that, your South Node is still in Aries, so you're still going to come across behaving like an Aries. Even though you used to be a Taurus, now a Gemini, I'm just saying there's some things in your chart. You have some things in your chart in Aries, in your progressed chart, and in your original chart, which would indicate, even though this is your natal chart is very Taurus heavy, right? The Sun, the Ascendant, Mercury, you have Mars and the South Node in Aries, and that is really going to like really take a lot of precedent in your chart. Plus, Mars is one of the strongest planets in your chart right now. It's a very well-positioned Mars at one of the highest degrees. And in certain types of astrology, they say the most important planet in your chart is the planet at one of the highest degrees, and that's Mercury in your that's Mars in your chart. Mercury, yeah, but Mars is one of the, not your ruling planet, but it's one of the more important planets in your chart. You have so you're a Taurus, progressed to a Gemini, but you have a lot of Aries in you. You're a competitive one of these guys. All right, next. Next. Yeah. The wheel is coming. What are you guys talking about? The wheel is coming. All right, next. I think that's a good idea, Wing One. I'm gonna have to check it out. Ah, Kakashi, it's okay, man. Hey, Butterfly, what's up? Sure, these readings are $35. No big deal. Oh yeah, we did the wheel a little earlier. It is. It's really neat. Oh my God. Oh, Pam, you missed it. Okay, so a progress chart has a couple of different reasons. One, it's a lot of fun. Okay, the first reason is it's fun. The second reason, what you want to do. So the first reason, you can see how your chart progresses and changes over time. Sometimes, so let's pull up the progress chart again. As you grow through life, you grow. So Dr. P, imagine this. Just imagine this. This is pretty neat. Do you know how in life we say things like someone used to be a certain way, but he's not that way anymore? Like, look at it like this. Kakashi's it's not a tricky one, but he has some different energies, and I wanted to come up with one kind of energy to give a description of the chart, but I was having difficulty because although he's moving into a fast sign, Gemini, from a very slow sign, Taurus, his Mars was the fastest Mars it could be, moving to the slowest Mars it can be. So it kind of went a little backwards, even though everything is progressing. So you want to look at your progress chart because, excuse me, one, it's fun. Excuse me. And sometimes in life, you can be, you spend 30 years, say you spend 30 years in Taurus, and you're really slow, right? You take your time, you're very, very, very possessive and very slow, and you don't really talk to anybody, and you do your thing, and you just, you like ice cream and you hang out. And then your sun progresses into Gemini. So you go from being very slow to suddenly being fast and talking to everybody, right? Gemini talks to everybody, very conversive. But not everybody does that in life, right? So that's an example of someone being very slow and then getting very fast and very chatty and talking to people. But it could go a different way, right? You can be an Aries, very competitive as a person, very competitive, me, hey, I'm Aries, I'm the best. And then you're going to go into Taurus and you're going to grow up. You're going to be, hey, I'm a Taurus, I don't give a shit about anything. I just want to make money, fuck everybody. I don't need the best, I need to make money, right? It changes. But not everybody, when they grow up or they mature, move into that kind of thing. Some people go from Capricorn, right? Like being very, a big portion of the younger in life, they're being very like business minded, taking care of business, very progressive, progressive, getting things done, maybe a little bit quiet, and then, taking care of business, Capricorn. And then it moves up, they progress, and say they're a late Capricorn, and then they progress, they ask me, after 30 years, say they're 45 and they ask for a progressed reading, and their sun has progressed from uptight, right, old man Capricorn, into look at me. I don't need to wear clothes on the bus because I'm a Pisces and I live in a universe and we're all free, and yeah, sprinkle and glitter dust is clothes, so fuck you, I'm a Pisces, fuck you. And so you've progressed from an uptight Capricorn to a really loosey-goosey, not give a shit Pisces. But not everybody does that. Because you could have been a really happy-go-lucky Sagittarius and you could have progressed into a very uptight Capricorn. So although you think when you grow up, you're going to be like more mature, that's not the case at all. Some people grow up and they're more playful. Some people grow up and they go out and they're more social. Some people grow up and they're slower. Some people grow up and they're more introverted. And that's the way it is. And we go through these phases. And again, this is not the same as Vedic astrology. So this progress chart is not the same as like moving your moon through the thing, progressing your moon. It's not the same as just the fucking, I can't, the Namvasha. It's not the Namvasha. It's a different word. It's not the same as that Vedic thing that is really important, but I can't remember the word. And anyways, that's it. And it's not the same as Hellenistic astrology when they do those Egyptian part things. It's not that. It's something total. It's how you mature in life. And as you can see, as you mature, sometimes the planets go forward, and sometimes as you mature, the planets, like in this situation, go retrograde. So he's going to have a period in his life, a very serious period in his life, where Venus is retrograde. And that means he's gone from a very, oh, this is all the same chart, right? So Kakashi has gone from being born with a really happy Venus in his first house to now having a retrograde Venus in his first house. Retrograde Venus means you get pimples, blemishes. People are supposed to give you money. They don't always give you money. They're supposed to love you. He's going to go through a phase. As long as Venus is retrograde, he's going to have problems in his love life. He's going to have problems collecting money. And his Mercury, which was fine before, is now retrograde behind the sun. So he's gone from thinking about himself all the time and speaking in a very eloquent and clear manner to now maybe his Mercury's behind the sun, so people gossip about him, and maybe he's not communicating his words as well. And this talks about how people develop and change over time, and that's your progressed chart. And there are two ways we look at it. I compare the progressed chart to his natal chart, and there are some people who absolutely specialize in comparing the progressed chart to the natal chart to find out if you're going to have a moment of like sickness. So Pam, if you want to, so Pam, I don't have books on progressed readings. I don't. I have it as part of some other stuff I've done in the past. But if you study just a guy who specializes in progressed astrology, you might find a time in your life when your illness might just go away, right? And it's what I've been looking at for Papa Sunshine, but I haven't been looking at it. I've been looking at this illness, just overcoming it and letting the illness go away. And I've alluded to this many times as I've been speaking. I'm not using the progressed chart for that, because that's not, like, I'm not the best progressed chart reader in the world. But that's the thing. I've been looking at different types of astrology to see if you can get past all of that. But for you, you might want to have a look at some of the progressed stuff, and I'll check it out and see. And that's why it's important and stuff. All right, what are you guys talking about? Yeah, some of it's really, so that's some of the things. It's pretty interesting. So, negative on the bus. What? No, not everybody gets what? We're all bozos on the bus. Actually, anyways, that's Kakashi's progress chart. And thanks, Kakashi. Kakashi, you have an interesting chart, man. It's pretty tricky. You hang tight. I might send you some stuff in the mail because I kind of did this a little late. Let's go look on the stuff. Because you know what? Oh, I can't see what you guys are saying. Hold on. Because you know what's going on. Actually, I'm not. Well, I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm supposed to be getting ready for the class. And this is one of the reasons why my brains are all over the place right now. I'm supposed to be getting ready for the class, but the class is all pretty basic. Like, it's profound, right? This astrology that we teach here on the SueJ that I teach is quite profound. And as from what I know, I have never seen anyone else teaching this kind of stuff. And the exam is listed on the website. Go check it out. Register early because the class is going to fill up. And if it doesn't fill up, I'll just cancel it. I don't really give a shit. Well, I do give a shit. I do. But what's happening is the class is all, like Mars 3rd house, like Mars 10th house, that's what it is. And what does it mean in a very specific way? Like Mars in the 7th house, you're probably going to get divorced. Mars in the 12th house, your partner is going to die. Venus, Venus in this, the moon in the 7th house, you're probably going to lose your hair. And we've had a number of SueJsiders with Venus in this, we've had a number of Sunnysiders who have had the moon in the 7th house who have lost their hair and started losing their hair. Their hair falls out. And so I'm just telling you, these are things you want to know in astrology that you're not necessarily going to learn when you study, because I didn't learn it when I studied it. Like when I studied, like, so I don't know how you guys would have learned, but maybe you do, maybe you don't. But that's the kind of stuff we're doing. But the kind of stuff I'm actually studying, right? The stuff I'm looking at right now is different. I'm looking at how these two two or three planets form a certain alignment, so to speak, and how that affects you. And so my brain is all fucked up right now because I'm kind of forgetting this and trying to memorize this and forgetting this, and it's all, you're like, what the fuck? So that's the deal that I'm going through right now. I'm going through a learning curve in a different thing, and that's the stress. And on top of that, I'm trying to find answers about health in astrology. Specifically, it was specifically cancer, but because of Dr. P, it's changed into other things. Dr. P, Life Path 9, another couple, Roma. Some Sunnysiders have some crazy shit in the 8th house that's made me look at the 8th house a little bit more. And so, plus, Dr. P and SLC both have that homochromia. They have gay eyeballs. You have gay eyeballs, right? That homochromia, the eyes are different colors. And so we're looking for these. I'm looking for signs of this kind of stuff in astrology, and it's making me forget a lot of shit. My brain's getting full, and so that's what it is. Anyways, that's what's going on. Anyways, having said all of that, you're Life Path 11. Oh, that's so cute. I meant Kimberly, Life Path 9. Kimberly Connor, Life Path 9. Anyways, her mom was a big Sunnysider. Okay, so that's the deal, guys. Sweet dreams, sexy. SLC's heading to bed. I might actually head to bed soon, too. One sec. Because it's 1 o'clock here, we're not doing any readings. We're not doing any readings. We're just... SLC keeps making all these emojis now and sends them. It's the dasha. You're right. Well, dasha means length, right? It's the... I could look. I have it right here. I don't have it right here, actually. I don't. I took down all of this stuff right here. I can't remember the word. Yeah, maybe it's something like that. Maybe it's the Vimshadari Dasha. Hey, maybe that is what I'm looking for. It's like the Mike, you have 2 different colored eyes. You have gay eyeballs as well. What? You've got homochromia? No way. No way. Thanks. And you get to hear October's voice. That's Kakashi. That's exactly what I'm talking about, right? And some of the lengths, some of the length periods might be a 5-year period. There's a 25 or a 27-year period. The sun is a different thing. It is exactly what I'm talking about. You're right. It's exactly what I'm talking about. It's a little bit different. Okay, one sec. Well, I don't know that we just need to continue. Go one sec, but because this is going to what the fuck? Oh, you know what? No, I'm looking for the Navamasa is what I'm looking at. The Navamasa is what I'm looking at. Right. No, I'm looking for the Navamasa chart is what I'm talking about. It's 1/9 part of a zodiac sign. The Namavasa is what I'm looking at. 3 degrees 20 minutes. This is what I'm looking at right here. And each of one of these has a different length to it. And it's a little bit of a fucked up calculation thing, but it's all right. It's not as simple as it looks. It's not as simple as it looks. I think the Egyptian version of it made it kind of simple. The Western, I'm looking at it right here on Wikipedia. It's the Navamasa. Navamasa is what I'm talking about. But you know what? It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. Hey, there you go. Hey, I'm back. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. And I think that the, I think that's the deal. But you know what? It's, I think Western astrology that we are at today in 2022 Western astrology, that Namavasa has been watered all the way down into what we call the decans, right? The 3 decans, as opposed to the 9 Navamasas in it. But I also think Hellenistic astrology has something similar to the Namavasa. I don't know, but I think they do. And I do believe that Namavasa chart, the Namavasa, I do believe the dashes or the time periods of the Namavasa will make you sick for a certain time period, and then you can move out of the sickness. So if it's cancer, you can survive it, and then hopefully it goes into remission, and then you can move into the next Namavasa and be healthy for a while until there's something that causes a problem. So for like Dr. P, I would recommend, and you're studying health and astrology, and you're really, just to let you know, some of you guys are very impressive at this. Jisha is impressive. Memes is really impressive. I didn't realize Memes was studying so hard, but Memes studied her ass off. Roma studied her ass off. Jish again studied her ass off. Rocktober knows what he's talking about. But Rocktober knew his shit before he's talking to me. Who else goes to the class and knows their ass? You guys, some of you guys know, you really know. But Dr. P really, she's kind of absorbs all this stuff very quickly. So Pam, you might want to check out a guy who really focuses on progress charts, or check out a book on it, but like a real book, not like a stupidy kind of thing. And then check out Vedic astrology Navamasas. But those are there's gonna be a lot of useless math in there, and a lot of because you don't need that anymore, and it's kind of silly. In addition to that, there's no in addition to that. Okay, those are your 2 things to check out. Don't worry about North Indian, South Indian. Don't worry about East. Don't worry about nothing. Just start reading Navamasas. Just start reading Navamasas, or Dasha periods they'll call them, and progress charts. And hopefully together we can, because I'm trying to identify good periods and bad periods, right? And Western astrology, when we do Western astrology, we tend to have a very tight cycle, right? You'll hear in Western astrology now, it's very popular to talk in terms of cycles. Like this happened then, it's going to happen again. I do it constantly. 2-year Mars cycle, Jupiter cycle, 12 years, Saturn, right? 7-year itch. But the Navamasas are going to say, well, you had this problem for 7 years or 21 years, and now you're going to move on to this section of your life. So it's not really a tight circle, so to speak. Western astrology tends to be a circle. Vedic astrology tends to be more of a spiral. And so it could spiral up, it could spiral down, or whatever the fuck. But that's the deal. And we're not going to go into that kind of astrology too deeply, because you can't really do that kind of astrology with a mini 10-minute astrology reading. But having said that, I'll tell you guys quite matter-of-factly, it is way, way, way easier to do basic Vedic astrology than it is to do basic Western astrology. Predicting using Vedic astrology, and they're going to say there's like 4,000 or 5,000 different yogas you have to memorize. That's bullshit. I know, like, if you can look at it in a certain way, you just like we do how I'm showing you how to read the tarot cards, you can like you will know all of these like ease. It's really, really like Vedic astrology, the basics, way easier than Western astrology. But Vedic astrology gets way more complicated than Western astrology. So that's the deal with it. And hopefully we can bring them both together. But really on SunnySide astrology, we do something a little different here. And we're kind of simple here on the SunnySide, but there's a little bit of elegance in its simplicity. And that's my 2 cents on what's going on. Organic chemistry. Oh my God. Did you take organic chemistry? Oh my God. Did you do that? I didn't take organic chemistry, but a bunch of my friends took it. I was a fine arts major. But my science buddies, they took organic chemistry. They said it was one of the toughest courses they had to take at university. They all used to I know one guy's a pharmacist now. He interned at the Mayo Clinic. Another guy is a scientist down. He used to teach at he has his PhD, used to teach at Stanford. Another guy designs paint for Ford. Like, he's got his PhD. A bunch of guys I went to school with have their PhDs. And these fucking guys, they all were afraid of organic chemistry at university. It was funny. I didn't take it. I took art history. And I took art history and music appreciation. It doesn't really count. Oh my God, it was hilarious. Oh my God. That's it, Pam. Navamasa is what I think we're looking at. I think dasha just means time period, right? Like the time period of the sun or the time period of Venus. I think that's what dasha means. Could be wrong, but I think that's what it means. The Navamasa. And it's everywhere. Everywhere in Vedic astrology they have it. And don't sweat it, right? It's not really that complicated. It's not really that complicated, really. It's pretty. It's not that. It's just I find it complicated trying to figure out what Navamasha we're in. That's what I'm trying, or which planet you want to focus on. So a lot of planets, you'll find that in a lot of Vedic astrology, they're going to focus on the Navamasha of the moon, and they're going to push it through like that, or they're going to do the sun. Blah, blah. I think they usually do it through the moon, but that's the deal. Oh my God. Oh yeah, man. You guys always, like, all those science guys always live in fear. Oh my God. All right, I'm wiped out, guys. I'm going to come back on, when I come back on tomorrow, I'm going to go for my jog. So I don't usually jog on Tuesdays, but I am going to jog tomorrow because I'm only here for another couple of days. And then I'm going to come on, and when I come back on, we're going to do Bojo's chart. We'll do Boris Johnson tomorrow at lunchtime because, like, you know, Sue will be around back then. I'll be more fresh, and it'll give us something to do tomorrow during the day. So that's it. Any questions, guys? I didn't really focus on the chat these days. Wing One, you have different colored eyes as well? Oh my God, you guys all do? Navi's Mars moved to Capricorn. See, Navi, that's what we're talking. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, planet rules. Definitely, Kakashi, a planet rules a certain time frame. That's exactly what I'm talking about. All right, what did K1 say? Oh, naked on the bus. All right, next. Oh, man. What else are you guys talking about? Okay, you guys are talking about your thing. Oh, my God. You guys liking the emojis. Right on. Thanks, guys. Hey, Kayla. Welcome to the SunnySide. Yeah, no problem. They're $35. They're $35. The $35, Kayla, and if you want one, I'll gladly wait. Otherwise, we're taking off. The progress chart is pretty neat. Eat more Jello for my hair. What? Hey, right before we go to bed, is it possible to eat Jello without vodka? Can you guys do that? Can you make Jello without vodka? Is that like a thing? Like, what do you use? Like, how do you make Jello without vodka? What do you use, like, water? Is that a thing? Do you guys use water? Do you guys have water in the United States? Like, we like Do you get, is that him? I don't. Anyways, just say. No problem, Kayla. It's all cool. You don't have to do it tonight. I'm just teasing, Wing One. I know you can make. I know you can make Jello with. You don't have to use vodka to make Jello. I'm not mental. You can use. You can use. Can you make Jello with gin? Holy shit! Anybody ever make Jello with gin? Is that fucked up? Or is that good? I don't really drink anymore. It's been a long time actually. Although I'm gonna have champagne this weekend maybe. Can you guys make Jello with gin? That's fucked up, right? All right, next. All right, enough. I'll figure these things out as I go along. Rum. You guys make rum and Jello shots? Oh, that spiced rum. I used to like spiced rum, but I used to like spiced rum a lot actually. Spiced rum and Jello would be pretty cool. Let's get out of here. All right, guys. I hope bourbon and Jello. What? Pam, what kind of parties are you talking about? We're not talking about. Oh my God, we were just having a little bit of drinking fun, and Pam's gonna go turn it into a party. It's like grape Jello shots. Oh my God. Oh my God. Hey N30, what's up? I hope you're having an amazing day, man. I'm just about to book out, but everything is cool. Pops moonshine. I don't really understand moonshine. Like I don't really come from that background, but you know what? I'd love to try it out. Actually, no, I used to like, oh, you like Jägermeister? Oh man, someone went to a private school. Someone went to a private school. Okay. Jägermeister. I'm with Mike. I like Captain Morgan Spice Rum, but that's a thing. I don't really do it anymore. I was gonna say something silly. Oh, moonshine. I don't know. I don't know. I think moonshine would be fun to try. It really will. It's like hooch, right? Hooch is moonshine. It's like you make it your own in the bathtub kind of thing. I think that would be fun. It's rum. Moonshine is rum? No way. No way. Oh, that's really cool. All right, let's book out before I'm gonna follow. I'm spacing out. I didn't guess any cards tonight. I gave you guys some lame ass lecture on reading tarot cards, which is all some new agey bullshit. We looked at some other stuff. It's sneaky. Oh, it sneaks up on you. The booze sneaks up on you. No, I don't gotta do this. Limoncello. Pan is limoncello. That's hey Maria, what's up? What the vibe is in here? I always laugh when I hear that. Oh my God. I'm not gonna be rude. I'm too tired to be rude. Limoncello, that's like lemonade and vodka or something? Or limoncello, lemonade, vodka, or lemon, I don't know what that is. It's pretty neat. Alright, let's get out of here. Mike's right. Everybody's right. It gives you energy until the next day. That's what they do. My cousin, when she was alive, she liked Jägermeister. And she went to a private school, right? So that's what I was saying. So my cousin, when she was alive and young, right? She ended up having a doctorate or something in engineering or whatever. But she was a chemical engineer. And she worked for a makeup company. And so, but she went to a private school. She used to drink gin and not at the same time, but her drinks were gin and her other drink was Jägermeister. The private school girls used to drink gin and Jägermeister. And when my sister went to the private, she was too young. She didn't do any big drinking. And then as a Freemason, I drank a lot of scotch. And as a musician, I drank a lot of scotch and I drank a lot of beer. But not anymore. I don't drink a lot of anything anymore. Now I just drink. Now I pretty much only drink champagne. Now I drink champagne, and sometimes I drink. SLC likes that pink Moscato stuff in the States. So that's pretty much it. And that's it. Grey Goose. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Well, that's the thing, Maria. I don't really understand. But I know SLC's brother-in-law makes moonshine. When I was there for Thanksgiving, they offered me some moonshine or something, but I don't think I drank any because I wasn't really drinking. I might have had a beer, but I don't think I was really drinking at Thanksgiving. I think everybody else was drinking, but her mom was there, and I was kind of like hanging out with her mom, and I was meeting everybody for, so I was kind of hanging, like people I had never met before I was meeting, so I was trying to behave. Oh no, I was probably drinking beer and I was drinking something. I don't remember. So I don't remember, but I don't think I was probably drinking beer because I wouldn't show up at a strange house with a bottle of scotch. I wouldn't do that. I would show up at a like Thanksgiving. I'd show up with beer and I'd bring extra for everybody. And is the type of guy I am. I wouldn't show up with a bottle of scotch to strangers. That's a little weird. Unless I went to a Freemason event, and then I would do that. All right, let's get out of here, guys. And although I'm saying all that stuff, I might actually. So when I go to Chicago, I got to get my tuxedo. I got to get my running shades because I've been running in the sun. I have to get some more running, some stuff. I got to get a suit. All my stuff, some shirts. So when I go to Chicago, and I think in June I'm going to go to Lodge. You guys have seen here, whether you realize it or not, you've seen my, some of my Lodge buddies have come on in the chat under different names. And you'll see them because they'll say things like, brother, right? So that I know who they are, they'll say things. They'll use certain keywords that most people don't use. And so you'll see when the Freemason guys pop in, I usually say, hey, what's up? But now that so I think I'll be going to Lodge in about 2 weeks, but neither here nor there. No, you need your tux. You need the tux to go to Lodge. You don't need a tux to go to Lodge, but I used to be an officer of the Lodge, so I kind of like to wear my tux. Plus, my tux I have a couple of tuxedos, right? Because I used to be a musician. My tux that I wear fits pretty good, but most of my suits don't fit at all. So, Jaeger bombs. Oh my God, you guys are talking about booze. All right, what are you saying, Lisa? What are you guys talking about? Oh, moonshine, Grey Goose. Oh, it's lemon and grain alcohol. Oh, I bet that's amazing, actually. Lemon and grain alcohol. It's Italian, right? Limoncello? Well, I'm not going to try it because I'm not drinking any of this stuff. Dylan's bourbon. Oh, that would be awesome. All right, let's get out of here. All right, Navi, sweet dreams. It's time to get out. I'm just dragging out. Hey, sports bet fan. What's up, playa? Hey, I'm about to take off, man. Hey, I just want to say one thing. If you guys know anyone who does any sports podcasts or sports YouTubers, I would, and they'd like to come on TheSunnySide and talk about sports. This is not a sports channel. I'm doing the astrology of sports teams, and I do the astrology for sports gambling and picking sports teams using astrology, and we're pretty good here. And so it's not just me. The Sunnysiders help out. So if you know anyone who has a sports kind of thing, a sports podcast or a sports show that's coming up, and they're going to be busy starting in September, and they want an astrologer to come on and help pick the teams, then by all means, have them give me a call or tell me and I'll give them a call and we'll set it up. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, guys, having said all that, it's time to hit the boogie, guys. Pam, it sounds really good. All right, let's get out of here. So Pam, check those books out. I'm not a gambler. Yeah. What happened, Navi? Oh, you didn't buy DraftKings? Oh, come on. All they do is pump DraftKings. Pump and pump and pump and pump. No, same thing with me. I remember when stuff was pretty cheap. I just didn't have the money at a lot of times. You know what? That's nothing. That's nothing. When I had the, oh my God, I'll tell you stories about fucking over getting messing up investments. I'll tell you that another time. No, Navi, I totally get it. And so, oh man, oh man, oh, you don't know the half of it. You have it. That's. Oh, I believe you. I bet you're really good at it, actually. Well, I gotta tell you something. I don't take any advice. I suck. But I do like picking the teams or telling you what's gonna happen and letting you guys bet. Because just because you know who's gonna win the game, which I don't always know, it doesn't mean you're gonna make the right bet. And I do know what's gonna happen in a game. I'm pretty good at guessing if someone's gonna get injured or if someone's gonna have a good game or a bad game. I'm not always good at guessing who's gonna win the game. That is a tricky one. That's okay. You got to shake it off. You got to shake it off. There are so many. Anyways, I'll give you the pep talk on that. I gotta take off, guys. I hear Papa Sunshine there. I'm gonna go check on him. And that's the deal, guys. So now you're settled. All right, I'm out of here. And with that, from TheSunnySide.at, I'm Sonny, guys. Have an amazing, amazing, amazing night, guys. Sweet dreams, everyone. And I'll see you guys soon. I'll see you tomorrow. We're gonna come on when I get back from my run tomorrow. We're gonna look at Boris Johnson's charts, and maybe we'll look at a couple of other kind of Johnson's supposed to be like Trump, right? But we'll see if their charts are any similarities. I don't know. We'll see. I don't really know Bojo's chart, but we'll check it out and we'll see. What are you guys saying? Vegas state line. Yeah, Vegas is fun. I was in Vegas last year. It's fun. What kind of underoos the F is? You wait. What? That's a dirty. I'd be called Sonny the dirty psychic. It's a. Oh, you're psychic, huh? Guess what color? Oh my God, that's hilarious. Oh my God. All right, I'm out, guys. I gotta take off. Who? I'm not sure what you mean. All right, guys, that's it. From TheSunnySide.net, I'm Sonny, wishing everyone the best of a super beautiful night. Sweet dreams, everyone. Have a lot of fun. Enjoy yourself. Check out the horoscopes. Thanks for supporting the channel. A bunch of you guys shared the horoscopes this week. I appreciate that. I really appreciate you sharing the horoscopes. That I appreciate more than anything else. I really do. All right, guys, have a wonderful night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.